streaming. I should be live. I should be live. I'm hoping I'm live.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Right, yeah, so that's currently on me. There we go. This big mouth theory is mental. Yeah, you're probably hearing audio, Ash. Sorry about that.
No, nothing. Nothing.
Just got to try and get the chat.
I guess I should probably have this open in case I make any shorts out of myself speaking.
Yeah, while you're here, of course.
Not Piggy. Never Piggy.
No. You see, the thing is, Eddie night is like football. We're bringing it back. We're bringing racism back. Hello, Luke. Do you want me to change? I'll change the bloody watching.
It's up to you, mate. I don't give a fuck. I'm here. I've been rolled out of the nursing home. I'm back.
What episode is it?
What am I doing?
25?
24.
24, okay.
Hello, Luke. Hello, Lewis. Hello, everyone. Welcome in.
Hello.
We're back for another Watching Walford watch party. And I don't actually have to do anything this one. I just have to sit here and react like how God intended.
Yeah, because if you don't know how this is
how
this is gonna work is we're going to roll the episode at 7:30. There might be a slight delay because obviously I'm in Ireland, so yeah. But we're going to roll the episode, and then Ash will stay for half an hour or however long he feels.
We're in the same time zone as us.
What the hell is that noise?
Is that me?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't stop streaming. Yeah, there we go. All right.
I
was just playing my Stardew Valley music plus rain in the background.
I was just like, who's pissing? No, yeah, but how this is going to work is I'm obviously going to stream the episode, and then Ash is going to stay for however long he feels afterwards, and then I will record the podcast.
5 minutes.
I like the episode. I'm fucking off now. I'm going for a wank. All right, Ash. Nice having you.
Doing all right? How's everybody been doing though?
Last
week Piggy was streaming all the Nigel stuff, and on the Friday I did the big Coronation Street watch along, which had fucking 72 peak viewers. That was mental. And of course, I did extend the stream about a solid extra hour and a half just to get that sweet. Look, when's the next time I'm getting 70 viewers watching me watch Coronation Street? I'm lapping all that attention up. They just started asking me questions about shit I didn't care about. So, yeah. Well, see, the thing about that is,
my favorite Pokemon is just Squirtle. Oh, yeah.
Well, no, they did keep asking me about Coronation Street.
Oh, okay.
Stuff, which was nice.
Compared to this stream, everyone just asks a random question.
Been a shocking week for me, so glad it's nearly over. Yeah, it's been one of those. It's been better than last week. Not hard to be better than last week for me. Considering I nearly got scammed out of 400 quid, but and then got hacked all over again. But this week no hacking. Been fantastic. Been a weird one, honestly. I've played more Pokemon. I've watched more Alone. That's about it, really. It's about as rock and roll as my life's been. Feasting up those sweet YouTube ad revenue from the Corridell video, 20 quid. Fucking.
I'm doing well. I got my tattoos yesterday. Got Churchill. Look at
that.
Yeah. We've got Roly Poly. We've got Willy Wonky. We've got no.
Oh, that's who the fuck is. I thought you just got like a. I thought you just got a black splodge in your fucking hand. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
No, it's Willy Wonky.
They need more ink or something. They were trying to like color it in.
I've got Piglet.
It says it's like when a pen's running out, so you have to like scribble on the paper. Just like shit, we gotta fill it. The ink. Get more ink.
Yeah, got Piglet obviously doing the main face where there you go.
Yeah.
And then we have Eeyore.
It's kind of mad how much your
Well,
It's kind of mad how much the other ones are fading. How long's it been since you got the other ones?
well, these ones I got last year. The
Yeah.
two like there, but I will need to get in touch with because obviously you don't know, people don't recommend finger tattoos, especially. So say I wanted to get one. Oh, how can I do this? You know, if I want to get one like along there, people say don't do
Yeah.
that because if you get it along the sides, it will fade easier. Because you know you're using your hands a lot, whether that's for wanking or texting or watching Coronation Street. Like
I don't know what I'm doing on my hands whilst I'm watching Coronation Street.
but you know what I mean. You're using your hands a lot, so so obviously your like tattoos are going to fade a bit worse. Or you just get them touched
I'll
up.
play the snapping fucking turtle fucking.
And then obviously on this hand I've got the Pride Crow from Dead by Daylight, and Chuck the Duck, and Mr. Tato Man, and also the I'm trying to place my thumb here. Yes, I can. Corgi. In that game I like. And then
Hello, SD Cricket fan.
Hello.
Oh, you're so confused. You were streaming. You got the weirdest message on Discord from you, Ash. You were streaming hackers a bastard. So scammers. That is true. You'd be gooning to Bill Roach if I was watching Curry Legend. Have you seen? There's this baby who's gone viral on TikTok. He looks like a 40-year-old man. Have you seen Big John?
No.
Have you've not seen Big John?
You mean the Bosch guy?
No. There's a baby who looks fucking 40 years old, but he's like 2. Honestly, and like the best bit about it is the simple fact. I'll send you a fucking video on Discord. But the best bit about it is the simple fact that everybody in the comments are like, "Yeah, John, I'm calling you back about that quote. When are you putting the fridge in?" Like fucking, it's he just looks like he looks as old as Rooney did. But I love him. Big John is an absolute machine. He is built like a fridge at the age of 2. But
I'll give me a second. I will get this up for the watchers at home.
Still getting over Piggy as Den Watson, Frank Butcher, and Ash as Pat. Yeah, that video was a weird one. Piggy used to like deepfake and stuff in a perfectly reasonable way.
Yeah,
mostly just people dancing.
Yeah.
If he did it anyway else, he never showed me because he'd know I'd fucking tell him off. So.
Yeah. Where do I have to go for this? I believe I can just hit. Hopefully, I don't get claimed by just showing that for 5 seconds.
You're not going to get claimed by Big John.
No, I meant the fucking EastEnders because I.
Don't you worry, son.
But here we go. I don't know. There's no.
Look. Hold on. Just take a look. He looks really, really. He looks really young here, and then he moves his face.
So hopefully people.
Look at him. He actually looks really young.
There probably won't be sound coming through. But.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
There you go.
Look at him, and then he moves. Bosh. Can I get Chinese love with his Stella? He's fucking
got a hairline like Luke.
He's an absolute G. Is Big John. Look at him. He looks like he's dealt with fucking 7 years of trauma as a 2-year-old.
Hold on, let's open the comments if we can.
Mate, the comments are great.
Home Depot letting John know his lumber order is ready for pickup. John calling daycare to tell them he won't be in. He's got a washing machine being delivered.
Fucking.
John, please.
And that's just the entire account. It's just Big John doing stuff. Well, they don't call him Big John. We call him Big John.
John's the only one who ever owned a Nokia 3310 and was able to break. Hold on, I'm scrolling.
But yeah, that's just the entire feed. Scroll down on another video or some shit. It'll just be him doing some
hold on.
Shit.
Sweet and sour chow mein, special fried rice, spare ribs, prawn crackers. Bosh. Look at him.
Hello, love. Can I get a Stella, please. Or you want it in Spanish? Por favor. In it.
Ginger Viking here with Big John saw the Rolling Stones perform the rock and roll circuits back in '68. he thought Jagger everything he knows.
Like he's the goat. He is the fucking goat. Is Big John. And like he's just a kid. He's just a kid who looks weird. This is how I react. Like usually I feel bad about it. Like when Piggy does it with dogs. But Big John's good people. So
he's not got vodka in there. He's got vodka. I was gonna say he's not got water. I fucked up the joke. I'll switch back now because obviously we have to do the reactions for the episode.
Obviously take it off the stream.
Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm just gonna wait. I did take it off. Take it off.
Big John.
3, 2, 1. Now that's not coming through. Hopefully. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit.
But yeah, Big John, absolute legend. I don't have much else to add. Just Big John. Bit up, Big John.
Big John's fantastic. We love Big John. So the episode is starting right about now. 23 seconds in. 24 seconds in. I forgot today's the local election in Walford.
Yeah, I mean, it's a local election in general, to be honest.
Oh, no, I know, but because obviously I'm Irish, I didn't know about this. So even though I love this storyline, I had no fucking clue.
I've never heard of fucking England, innit?
No, but you know what I mean? I didn't know there was an election.
Very vocally English mentioned.
Oh, I thought that was Grant. I was like, Grant can't vote. He's not a legal UK citizen anymore. He's technically an immigrant.
Are we full screening it?
Oh.
I'm reading the fucking... There we are, Jimmy. I was reading the description, like, fucking hell, this gets good. To be fair... I'm just... Mate, I can zoom in on the Discord screen share. Mate, I've got fucking 50 shades of Grant Mitchell's fucking eyebrows. Fucking... fucking sight of that.
I'll show it at the end of the episode.
So, have you enjoyed Eddie's return?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I have. I fucking have. You know, I'm appreciating it while he's here and before he's gone. This will probably be today. He had a lovely lock of hair, did old.
Yeah, fucking hell, where did it all go wrong for Eddie? He looks like a fucking ghoul.
He is a reformed voter. They all look like ghouls.
Him and Leslie Grantham living it up in the afterlife. That's a callback to fucking reactions nobody watched. Right next to the podcast that nobody watched.
Bury me softly, brother. Hey, James.
I was just dining out on that sweet, sweet Coronation Street. Fucking, oh, this video just gets 1K. And I just say, here's all the news. Fucking. So obviously they're not going to mention who they're part. I get that it's councillors, but don't councillors typically?
Don't they need a party?
Don't councillors typically have a party? But obviously they're not going to. I mean, Ian's a reform candidate. Let's be honest.
I mean, they could just make up fake like parties that are close to normal. Instead of reform, it's like restore, I guess. And Elaine, instead of the Green Party, is the Blue Party. Unless that's the Labour.
Well, that's the Tories. Sorry, I'm just unleashed now that I don't have to stream it. Fucking.
Did you phone the local election? Like, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But have you?
I did not, no.
But I'd assume
I'm
you were
too bloody. Well, it's just a local election. It doesn't really matter.
I'd assume you were going to vote for Green Party if you were going to vote for any candidate. Just it comes out in 2 years' time. He was voting for reform. Ash the reform voter.
Is Ian seriously reform? He'd be a Tory. Mate, Ian's a reformer.
No, he's a reformer. You've seen the way he looks at people. He's
Mate,
reformed.
put Jasmine, a woman of colour, and saying, like, make crime better. Although Elaine's also a fucking Tory as well, let's be honest.
Oh, she'd probably be a Tory, but I'd like to believe she'd be a Labour. Like a Labour.
She's been a publican for the bulk of her life. Also, how did you feel about Linda and Grant shaking fucking boots?
It was alright, I guess. I don't know. I don't have anything to say on it.
They're just very little chemistry whatsoever. I've been the EastEnders have been okay, but Grant is still pretty fucking atrocious. It's outrageous. They just give him such hokey lines. Like, well, in for a penny, out for a pound.
I couldn't stop laughing. My favourite Grant quote.
You know what they say, Linda?
No, do you know what my favourite Grant?
I don't know why it's turned into Michael McIntyre.
My favourite.
In for the penny.
My favourite Grant quote was just him going during the week, going pink, pink, pink to make the boys win.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this?
But the way he says he goes pink, pink, pink.
Twink. Like the girl, wink. It's like he thinks he's saying like the hottest chat up lines. Like, ladies, which way to the beach? Like,
do you know what I'd love? I know they wouldn't do it.
You're a 50-year-old man.
I know they wouldn't do it, but give me Grant doing Babe Station. Hello, big boy. How are you?
Hello, boys. I'm waiting for your call. Somebody call them up now. Never watched it, of course.
No, he does it in his tone. He doesn't do it like a girl voice. Hello, ladies. Pick up the phone.
Such a weird thing. I bet they weren't getting paid much. You just have to sit there in fucking lingerie. Hello, boys. somebody ring up now. Yeah, but weirdly, it was still weirdly slightly PG.
Yeah, but
Although I just imagine, Ian would be the one of you to vote. I know. All I'm asking for one thing: get those wabbos out, please. Like, what's the point in covering them up? You see.
You see, back in my day, you would have been called a prostitute, but now you're not.
You know, baby's excited.
The baby's happy. Yes, to see our favourite granddad, Eddie.
No, Eddie, I can't.
Eddie, I can't vote for Ian. I can't.
I will say the tattoo on the tattoo that's here it still looks like someone just scribbled a bunch of.
I know.
Because
they went
looking at it.
They went.
It's like you've drawn it on with a pen.
They went to me. I don't know why I wanted to do it in the grand voice, but I went, Piggy, I'm going to colour it in so they know it's a black cat. And I went, fair enough, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh no, but what was funny was
Ian shudders at the sight of an Indian takeaway.
What was funny?
Well, Ian just thinks he could do it better himself.
Like I said, it was weird because they seen the end of my Pim tattoo, and then it's that Smiling Friends tattoo, and I went, yeah, I love that show. I went, all right, yeah. And obviously I told
you said they loved the tattoo. They said I love the show
and the tattoo.
You're lying.
Boss.
Obviously, my joke was I'd say I liked it if you paid me. Just how much did you pay for those fucking finger tattoos?
For the brow wire and the finger tattoos, $250. It's not bad, really.
700 quid, but for you, 250.
No. They generally just gave me a right up offer of 250, and I went, all right. There was no if 700, but for you 250. They were like, no, it's 250. I made her feel old.
Well, isn't it a different place?
Yeah, it was a new, but it was the place in my town. They have a pet snake and everything in there, which weirded me out. I was like, why do you have a pet snake in a tattoo parlor? Surely that's a safety hazard. Well, like, he's locked in a cage, but like, if like one of your customers is afraid of snakes, just whip him out. I thought it was the Freddie Mercury from the biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, Malik, I believe his name is.
I do find it funny how everyone that Eddie's had to deal with, other than Nicola, is not white.
No, no,
That's my
that is
favorite bit of the
that's
puzzle. Like it's the fucking racist gauntlet. Just,
like not my favorite. That is my
don't even get any fucking white doctors these days. You know what I mean?
that's my favorite bit about it is the fact that all the people he's dealt with are like people of color or from different ethnicities, which is just like that is what I want every reform voter to be when they get old and they're dying. I want them to fully get like a non-English doctor, a non-white English doctor. Let them suffer.
There was somebody on one of the comments after fucking ridiculously edgy. Misandry rules supreme in the woke world we live in. This is about a Coronation Street video. Obviously, misandries meaning like hating men. So it's like, yeah, everybody just hates men these days. Oh, I'm sorry.
But I can
Are
probably
you really oppressed there, men?
hold on.
It's not like we made all the rules and shit. It's not like we've controlled everything from the start of time.
Couldn't stop laughing, right? Because Dana White, I don't know how old this clip is, but he was asked about men's mental health. Dana White, if you don't know, he's the owner of UFC. And he goes, I hate this whole men mental health stuff they talk about. Unfortunately, when you're a man, you are the provider. You can't be the guy posting on social media, oh, I had a bad day and I'm so sad. And then,
Perpetuating the mental health crisis in men.
I'm going to read out this comment. Dior Trav Nation 80 says he punched his wife in the face in a club. So there you go.
Also, is Denise pregnant?
Who knows?
Would he do it? Would he do it?
Kill Penny and have a new child? Yeah.
You know, there's some shiny leggings. Bloody hell.
I thought he was wearing a brown suit.
Also, I still hate that mirror. That mirror looks so fucking gross. It's outrageous. Well, take a look in the mouldy mirror. What's the point in having a mirror with it you're going to look at half of? The fucking...
Denise is surely
surely the fucking dwarf population got to be putting in their complaints.
Sorry, what is this? What about the dwarf population?
Make that mirror.
Oh.
It's ableist. Come with a free step ladder? I don't think so.
Built-in step ladder. Just press the button. Like
Yeah.
Denise is surely almost 60.
Get yourself a cherry pickers. How's it look? It's looking good there, mate. Thank you.
Luke says Denise is surely almost 60. No way she's pregnant. Surely.
We do love geriatric pregnancies in EastEnders over the last like 10 years.
Also, I will say, because I did message you earlier on, because I watched Wednesday's episode today, because obviously I came back from the tattoo and I just wanted to play games. I just meant it's so convenient that they all of a sudden lost the money that Nicola and Teddy had. All of a sudden, like I know it's going to George's restaurant, but surely George can give it back.
Well, no, it's all tied up in the business, isn't it? You can't just go to the fucking estate agents. Yeah, about that business that I bought, can I get the equity back? No.
I'll give you some Monopoly money.
But yeah, I do somewhat agree with the convenience because it's like, oh no, we're struggling with money, and they set it up like a week ago.
No, it's not even they set it up. They set it up in yesterday's episode. Had there been like throughout the weeks of like Like, I don't know, a bank notification from NetWest being like, you're overdrawn or some shit. Like, that would have made a bit more sense, but it's the fact of Wednesdays. It's like, you've lost the money. Congratulations. You win nothing. You lose.
Although I'm not surprised that Nicola doesn't have much fucking money in the bank. Like,
Also, it's also the fact that, how does Linda have no money? I know Elaine spent £5 on the B&B, but like, she can't have spent
I mean,
everything.
she spent all the money on the B&B. Let's be honest. So yeah, just some more conflict because Nicola needs the money. But she's not doing it because she's bad. She's doing it because she and George need the money. Yeah, and
Linda.
she was on a cruise for about 5 months. Yeah.
So I just can't laugh at her. I'll put them in hospital. Like,
He's just got. It's just. Why has he only got one surprised eyebrow? That's the. Like everything's. Well, you know what they say, Al.
pink, pink, pink to make the boys wink.
I just couldn't imagine being in bed and you look at him and he's like,
But here's the question. I know this might be a bit like too much information, but
oh,
does he
God.
grunt like how he talks? Like, does he grunt?
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh,
ooh,
like,
ooh, a bosh, a bosh, a bosh, bosh.
like as if he talks like, "Hello, how are you?" Like, does he just, "Oh yeah,
You know,
I'm nearly
smoking
done."
the bloody face off of each other. Blimey. You were timeless, so I got you a bag of spam. That shit survived wars. What the fuck is that next to the grapes? Is that supposed to be melon?
Uh, might be.
Oh, excuse me. Wow. Where are we going? Home. The shed. Ah.
So, so is this where Max has a bunk up with Chelsea?
Got some competition. Oh, I love it. It probably wants Shrimpy to like lift up his hair and you just see it. It's all like there's no hairline.
It's a
It's just
weave,
fucking
a weave.
weave.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
is a weave.
I don't know what the fuck it's
What, a
called.
wig or a weave or a toupee
A
or a hair
toupee.
system? A weave.
Weave Khalifa, my favourite rapper.
Black and yellow.
Why are they doing the Bischoff and McMahon handshake? Nice to see you.
They're fucking.
I've been spoiled on what happens to them in this episode. I don't
Mate,
know who
they're
wins.
calling each other counsellor and like fuck it. Yes, Councillor Beale. Yeah. God. I'm glad that he said one good thing out of the 700 bad things he says in a row.
Your breath fucking smells. Put some toothpaste on it
Just
when
fucking
you give me the sloppy
just
topping,
that,
please.
that one Christmas. That one Christmas. It's a cooking book. You're cooking shit.
It's my favourite joke though. Because I genuinely thought it was real. Obviously they wouldn't say shit, they'd say something like, it's terrible.
Also, I feel bad for Linda's fucking choice in men at this point.
Bald
She went
and...
from Mick Carter to Max Brannan and Grant Mitchell.
I just want Grant to hit him.
That's too much movement. Happy birthday, Max.
Why does
Fucking...
he over accentuate everything?
Because he's not a good actor. He goes to get his eyebrows threaded. He's got to do something.
Foreshadowing. I was saying something else, Cindy.
No, he just says, "Can you smell what the Ross is cooking?" Boom, 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 boom. Mate, V's been faking it, hasn't she? She's put like 500 votes for Ian. You know,
Alright, that's not bad.
he's an independent. I believe it. The only person he believes in is self. Fuck Delane, loser.
That smear campaign worked, didn't it?
Did you know? Denise is hitting it.
Hey, this is not the right song. That's not the right song. Go on, play the Northern Boys, you pricks. It's not the acceptable in the 80s.
Wife's got a sexy dictionary. Fills me up, hits me with a rock. Jesus fuck.
Gotta watch my porn in the form of comic books, brother. Look, bought a transgender man to 2 points. Can I get lucky and fist him tonight? They would never do it, but I would love them just to play the Northern Boys at least once on it.
Cocaine, ketamine, speed, and amphetamine. Devil's at the door, and I might fucking let him in. You don't give a fuck if they hate me.
Alright. I just love doing the alright for me.
Metrodome and Pain and Kev. Just jamming out to the music, to be honest. Convincing. Don't hurt me.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of it. Oh,
they fucking aren't they?
better call me counsellor when you shag me.
Mate, it is a knocking shop, isn't it? Fucking first Grant and Linda, now at Leon and Elaine. Mate, they need a chiropractor. The amount of backs that are getting cracked in this fucking place. Kiss. Yeah! I'm glad this took about 3 months to get here.
Peg him, peg him, peg him, peg him.
I've got Woody on.
They don't call me the Woody Axe for no other reason. Anyways. How
dangerous wank, guys.
How shit is Linda and Elaine's love life?
I don't know. It's so bad. like,
look, again, not to make fun of the gag
mate,
or anything. But
I bet Nicola's breath stinks. That baby's fucking. Go back. Look at that baby's fucking. Bro, he's
like Elaine's husband was a closeted homosexual, and now she's going for Ian Peel. Like, poor woman.
She was with George Knight though.
Oh yeah, she was with George. Yeah,
but he is a terrible fucking husband.
Well, he cared more about his exes.
Do you think Ian would be good in bed? No, I think he'd be fucking awful.
He'd be better than hearing Grant in bed. That's all I'd say. Because Grant, you'd be
He's
hearing
like a 5-pump kind of guy.
not even 5 pumps, 2 pumps. I reckon
he does the count. 1 pump.
2 pump. Jesus, I've peeled everywhere.
My back.
We're stuck for money. Like,
we need the dosh. Also, what's the bet that Eddie has no money whatsoever?
Yeah, no, I was thinking, imagine he just left £20 in his like bank account. That's it. Thanks for employing me, bitches.
Well, like, it wasn't his money that he saved as well. I was like, yeah, Gloria did all the saving. Fucking idiot.
Man, I think Eddie was a bit busy with his money. Where's he going to sleep? My question.
In the basement.
he's quarantined.
Down there, you fucking prick.
He's quarantined. But yeah, there we go.
That was a Darren Little episode. Fucking hell.
Is Darren Little a good writer?
Yeah, he's kind of like a famous He writes a bunch of the explosive episodes.
Well, that was not explosive, I can tell you that much.
No.
So
The only thing explosive was Ivy's nappy. Poor bastard.
let me just quickly. No, that's right. I just need to close that, and I need to close that. That's the baby again. Right. So, what does everyone think of this episode and this week of episodes? Since you're the
Pretty
guest,
boring, to be honest.
since you're the guest here, I guess.
Well, they weren't great. I don't really care for Eddie's return. And I don't give a fuck about the counselor stuff. And yeah, that's this week, really. Like, fuck, just the counselor, like the election stuff's been bollocks, in my opinion. Grant is still atrocious, and that's it, really. Like, Linda, who's fighting after you? It's like Sharon. It's like, Sharon, who's fighting for you? Phil, Mitchell, and Keanu. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I will agree with Luke that they might think Eddie's a big return, even though he's not. Because I look, as an Eddie super fan, I guess I'm an Eddie super fan. I've been added multiple times by someone in a server I'm in saying that I love Eddie, so I guess I'm an Eddie super fan. But I do agree, he doesn't hold a lot of star power because the key important figure in that storyline with George was George. Like, Eddie was great, but what was he there to do? Be racist. And he excelled at it. Oh, sorry, he wasn't racist. He was only pointing out skin color, like that one commenter said years ago. He's not racist.
That is true.
Yeah, but I do agree. But again, since I love the counselor and the Eddie Knight stuff, it was one of the best weeks. So it's a shame.
It's just a bit boring, really, in my opinion.
It's a shame that my two favorite storylines have wrapped up, and now my third storyline is going to wrap up by the end of May. There's no way he's fucking Eddie living in to see the World Cup. He's going to get a shock if England are playing. Eddie saying he has a big pension. He's not. He doesn't have. I bet he doesn't have a big. I don't want him to have a big pension.
I bet he says that to all the nurses, the dirty bastard.
All the white ones, obviously.
Yes.
That's just me making a joke by Eddie Knight, guys. That's not what I say to the nurses as well. But yeah, no, it's very weird, this like sort of period, because it's going to be a lull period until something big happens. But compared to last year, where we were this time last year, Zoe Slater was announced to return via leaks. Whereas
there we are. We finally figured out what's wrong with Denise. She's got a type of blood cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blood clot.
Fair enough.
But as I was saying, like, compared to last...
At least she's not pregnant.
Yeah. That's why she's away in January. But like I was saying, the big difference is this time last year we were getting the return of Zoe Slater and the mere merging of Ben Wadey's era being ushered in.
Yeah.
Whereas what do we have this year? Well, you know Nigel, he's dead now. But do you know who everyone loves? He's racist, and he's racist. Eddie Knight, let's go. And it's like, yeah, but last year, Zoe Slater, despite what we all think, and Max Brannan, and I even think Oscar Brannan, unless he was brought back the previous year, which I don't know. Or was he brought in last year? I don't know.
I think it's obviously it's going to be a bit of a lull week in comparison to the Nigel stuff, but I think it's the weighty choice, right? Because we're doing the flash forward, so we don't really want that much known in advance. So fundamentally, it's just kind of, we don't really know where we're going. The only place we really know where we're going is we know that who the fuck was Curtains called?
What?
Woman hater Joel. There we are. Curtains. Who the fuck's curtains? No, we know that Joel's coming back fairly soon, but other than that, we really don't know where we're going.
But here's
And
another
that's kind of
problem.
the slightly unsettling part about it, where I'd love to know what happens next. But all we know is that Nigel's funeral happening, Claire and Lee, or whoever the fuck Julie's son is, they're coming back, and Julie's going to leave with them at the funeral, and Grant's going to leave at some point soon. Like,
Do you know what the other problem is? It's just like how
yeah,
we didn't care about the Zoe Slater stuff, and I do care about the Ross, Vicky, and Zach love triangle. No one gives a shit apart from me about the Vicky, Ross, and Zach love triangle. So like, you're bringing in another storyline people aren't going to like and put them at the forefront, which is just you I don't know how to describe it. You're not making yourself a good bed to lie in. You're literally just picking up cardboard boxes and sleeping on top of it, hoping they don't collapse. But obviously they do, because it's raining outside. We're halfway through the year, and there's been pretty much zero development on any storylines apart from Lauren's semi-flirting with Mark. And Luke also says that was by SD Cricket fan, but Luke says it was always going to be a poor week to me because they couldn't top last week. I wasn't expecting it to be this May, and I feel like the plans for flash forward stuff needs to start slowly happening now. Yes, but again, Ben Wadey is the Triple H of EastEnders, where he's going to plant the seeds, but he's not going to pull the seeds until it's too late, and then he will do it. But that's where I see it, and I do think it's going to be a lull period, and I don't know how you're going to win people over, because after Nigel's funeral, pretty much the die out is going to happen, because like Nigel was, unless I'm being paid by Ben Wadey, Nigel was the best part of EastEnders since he took over. So Wadey's era feels quite confused and all over the place for me. He's not got any real long-term storytelling, and he's doing a flash forward. It worries me. It's weird.
I think I think this current team likes to hold too many cards too close to their chest, and you realize that to get excited, you have to give some of the game away, but you can give some of the game away in a way that doesn't spoil it completely. But you have to give something. You have to give to get in a way, and if you don't give anything, no one's really going to be striving to get anything. You have to give some motivator to get through it, and it's like, oh, what's this next new big storyline? Denise has got acute myeloid leukemia, aka some form of blood cancer. It's like, yeah, woo,
And like,
blood.
and
Who the fuck cares? Who gives a shit?
and I just want to add to this here, and I will read SD Cricket fans coming in a second. Do read Luke's, but I'll read SD's in a second. I do want to add here, you've also ruined one of your future storylines that you had with Penny and Vinny, because you went love triangle, and it's like, you're already doing a love triangle. You're already doing one. Why are you doing a second one? So not only have you handicapped yourself in the fact that you're going to be running into storylines that only literally I care about, you're also ruined a potential story, like a normal storyline that would have got people won over easily by having just Penny and Vinny being pregnant and like Penny like supporting him. But no, you obviously had to add that it's not his child. It's actually Harry's. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. Don't reveal the card, says SD Quick Fan, until it's too late. And people get sick and tired. Look at the whole Zoe and Jasmine and Josh thing. People just got sick of it, and the reveal hence was underwhelming. Kind of like the Stalker stuff, where they thought they were being smart, but in turn they revealed, oh, it's actually not something on the square. It's actually Chrissy Watts, and then it's like, yeah, woo. Luke.
It's just trying to play it a little bit too. Essentially they're trying to play it a little bit too smart, and it just makes them look like an idiot. Yeah, doing a blood cancer story for Denise. Yeah, it's just been announced. Obviously, not going to be a video on it because I don't have much to know about blood. I'll learn about blood cancer. I'll learn about it through the storyline. Do I have a really big, important kind of idea as to what the fuck to make a video out of that? Absolutely not. What the fuck do you even say? Yeah, there's gonna be a blood cancer storyline. Yeah, you excited? I love blood cancer. Me, like,
I love cancer.
what do you even do?
Um, yeah, Luke also says here they think they're being clever and secretly doing something they think is big, but has the opposite effect and makes fans apathetic towards the show, which is worse than love or hating it, which is a fair point.
Yes.
You, like, not many people are going to care about your lulling storylines for the next, basically for the summer period, because no one gives a shit. And I feel like you're going to lose a lot of your audience who regularly watch. Like, obviously, I'll have to still watch it and fucking review it for the channel, and because I do the podcast. But it's just you're going in all the wrong directions. The worry for me, this is by Luke, by the way. The worry for me is Whaley obviously knows is exciting and games of hype because he's got the full picture, and they sort of believe they are the shit, but they are just shit. Which is true. But like this era did have me worried, and I do wonder how long it will take him to get the boot, or if he will get the boot, because he might.
I mean, I still think he's got at least until the flash forward.
I think he's got till the 42nd anniversary, and then he might be gone.
Yeah, I think it's just basically see if the flash forward works, and if it doesn't, he's probably being shafted out.
But like they might do what they did with Chris Glenshaw, where they announced that he's leaving in like September, if they do. Remember like how they did that in 2024? They announced it, and then they announced that he'd be leaving sometime in the future. But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just very weird to me. I don't know how to feel going into the future of EastEnders because it's weird. I am looking forward to these storylines, but I'm also not, because the problem is I know the general audience isn't going to be happy. So it's just going to be like, well, are you guys enjoying it? No. Piggy, are you enjoying it? Kind of. Weird. It's weird how I've hated the show for so many weeks. The fact that now my favourite storylines are actually happening. I'm like, yeah. Who loves Ben Wadey? We do. Like,
I think there's just a bunch of one thing I don't know why I didn't like, but on Instagram they pat themselves on the back. Wow, we've seen so many good messages about the Nigel stuff. Let's pat ourselves on the back. Keep working, fuck you. What are you patting yourself on the back for? You're a fucking institution. You don't go, we were so proud that 10 people on Twitter said that the story was really good. Fuck you, who cares? Who cares, you're EastEnders? You've been going on for 40 years. You don't need pat on the backs now. Fuck you.
It just feels weird and disjointed, to be honest. And as it feels like lots of individual storylines and no through line or something to join in and create more drama outside of Night's storyline, says Luke. And SD Cricket fan says, you're a soap. Your job is to produce a good show. It's not anything to do to celebrate. Do your job. Or, do your job. There you go.
Yeah, I do agree though. I think it's just kind of it feels a little bit aimless, and it feels like a lot of the outcomes they think they're getting, I don't think it necessarily reflects with the audience, because they're like, and Ravi, and this storyline's been really big, his mental health storyline, and some people have gone onto Ravi's side, where they do believe that he is actually an interesting character and they feel bad for him. But like the complex PTSD just kind of felt a little bit like, oh, this is what they're going for, but this isn't what you've told. You know what I mean? Like you've reached this conclusion now, but you didn't really get here in the best way. You've kind of fucked it up. I knew Liam was going to win the election. Shit story, wait. I mean, it's not just shit because it's predictable. You can't just say it's shit because you guessed what was going to happen. Like, I think the election stuff was still pretty pants. I don't understand why you do a politics storyline, but then don't do any actual politics. And like, I get it. It's not really the current political climate to do politics.
But the
But you can't just go, yeah, they're both actually independent and all their policies are based. Like, come on, you got to do something a bit more interesting.
but my entire thing is, I understand because I know it's a political warfare out there, and thankfully our community pretty much all agree that every party's all right except for reform. That's why I said except for reform. Except for that one person who just like reform, you're okay. But you could just make up fake parties. Like again, you could just like Ian Beale could be like restore Britain back to Britain, like some shit like that. Like you don't actually have to name the parties. You can do tongue in cheek. Like no one's going. You have to mention these parties. Elaine, you are Green Party. You can make up parties. You write the fucking show. Like it's not that hard. Like how hard is it to go? Hey John, I need 2 campaign pictures. I need you to make up 2 parties and 2 campaign pictures and promote these parties and like. And what you can do on social media, I know you can't do it because you film a lot ahead, but you basically do. Are you team Ian? Or like, let's just say Ian's Restore.
Yeah, just do some fake bollocks. Why
Yeah,
not?
it's like, are you team Restore or are you team like Peacock? Like, I don't know. Like again, she could have just been called the Peacock Party. That would have been simple. The Peacock Party. And then again, like I said, Ian would have just been Restore, and that would have been simple. Because like again, it's tongue in cheek. You're playing the audience, and you're not saying which side you stand. Because you don't have to specifically say what side you stand on. Because
I mean, you don't exactly go, well, the bloody immigration's out.
no, you don't. You just have tongue in cheek, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. You just do like, I'm gonna. You just say some shit like, I'm gonna bring in stricter laws on.
Yeah,
I
immigration.
don't know, shit related to the market or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna restore London as to what it should. It's just that bollocks, that tongue in cheek stuff. It doesn't actually matter.
yeah.
But either way, I wouldn't do one at all. So that's my alternative. If you do have to do it, just fucking be a little bit smarter and just play around with it.
Yeah, I mean, the problem
Make
is
it like a little bit satirical in a way.
that's why that's all I wanted. Like I enjoyed the storyline, but I can't admit they didn't play any sides. They just went, they're 2 independent parties, and it's like, what's Ian's policy? He's gonna slightly tighten up the community. That's great, isn't it? Wow. Wow, wow, I'm really getting my vote in. And what do you want to do, Elaine? You want to hand out LSD at parties? All right, fair enough. Which one's getting my vote? Like, you could, like, the entire media team writes itself. You just have to put on social media, vote for, like, you have. I
Just
know,
have to be a little competition. Be fun.
like, I know this might sound like breaking the fourth wall, but just have in universe Ian Beale run the social media, being like, I'm Ian Beale and I want you to vote for me. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. You just have shit like that. Just redo famous promo speeches. Elaine obviously going, we will fight them on the beaches. All right.
Whereas me, as you feel like, as it may feel like if 10 people are positive, it's obviously the whole audience and picking and choosing whose opinions they care about, like the Corey episode that Ash did a video on. Yeah, it just feels like it feels like they just want to pick and choose. I mean, for some reason that comment's still stuck in my brain, where it's about how it was on that like Reddit thread about like, are there any podcasts done by like EastEnders stars or whatever about people behind the scenes? And there was just that one really jilted like former watching Walford, not former fuck Walford Weekly, the former Walford Weekly like people, and then it's like, yeah, and then that guy took over and said we can't be negative about John Senzera, and that lives in my head rent free, where you can't just be fully all positive about anything when like, yeah, sure, you probably do have to hold back sometimes.
Yeah.
Not every week is the shittest week that ever shitted,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. I'm fucking tired. I got nothing. What the fuck am I even saying? Yeah, but essentially the Corey, well, it's just the thing that they said where Ian McLeod's like, yeah, turns out our data analyst team said that the online majority is actually really small and you don't need to pay attention to that. It's like, yeah, but the online minority are the people who steer the conversation though. Ah, fuck them. Who needs them? It's only 1%. But yeah, great. Um, this point, you're not even doing it for the bit, even though you don't agree with the Ravi directional storyline. I'd rather have Ravi back than fucking nothing. Period. Where it's stale. Yeah, I'll take Ravi being away for a while. Personally.
Hey, so has he got PTSD now? Why is he?
They're saying how Ravi has complex PTSD.
Why does he have PTSD?
I mean, he's had a lot of traumatic things happen to him, right?
Yeah, but why would he have
killed his
PTSD?
dad, he killed his actual dad. He's been involved in a lot of like crime and shit. Like, he's had a pretty hectic life. There's a lot of unresolved trauma there.
Just don't know how they're going to go about it. Anyways, I'll read some of the comments here. Winning change for Walford. Keep it real with Ian Beale. Exactly, Luke. DX John 00 says, or she says, or they say, I'm glad Ian won the election thing over Elaine. She's way too pantomime for me and gets annoying. Well,
that's why I love Elaine, didn't I?
Yeah, that's why you're not going to really hear anything negative about Elaine. Like, Elaine could punt a baby in the face and will still support her.
I'll give her everything, saying she is a terrible mother and she's a bad person all in all. Like she's a shit person. She always picks herself first. But I do enjoy the pantomime aspect. But it's like Maggie Driscoll in Coronation Street, where she played did she play Miss Doyle?
Miss Doyle, yeah.
She wasn't Father Ted,
and she was in.
Everybody
EastEnders.
think that she just plays fucking that character in Corrie, but a bitch, and everybody just hates her because she's a bit OTT. But I still kind of love her because those characters are important.
And she is in EastEnders as well, because I believe she had a one-night fling with.
She was Yvonne Cotton.
Yeah, Yvonne Cotton. And Lewis says, and I might get banned for this, like Albert Square After Dark with Wadey, they never really say anything negative about Wadey. Don't know why I'm doing that in my Trump impression.
Who's getting the interview of Ben Wadey once it's over? It's not us. So
I can't watch.
We're not getting that interview. And that's fine.
SD Cricket fan says, I can't watch Albert Square After Dark anymore. I actually love the podcast, but it's so opposite to you two's opinions. It's just hard to watch now and all. I still love them guys though. And Luke says,
I think it's important to have. I still think it's cool that there are multiple podcasts. Like there's even I think it's called Enders After. It's the podcast where just two women just sit down and talk about. I say this, it sounds like I'm doing it in like a dumb way. I don't know how to describe it in any other way whatsoever.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to come across British doing it. So. Luke says,
I'm always happy for there to be I'm always happy for there to be people doing more content in the EastEnders space. So, but we all have our takes. We all like different eras. It's why it's the one video essay I did that nobody. Excuse me. It's one video essay I did that nobody watched. Was how did you get into EastEnders? And the simple answer is we all start at different points. So we'll have our little favorite things that we just love inherently.
I will read some more.
And I'm not going to shit on anyone that loves this era of the show. It's just I know that this era of the show is not personally for me, and there are a lot of things that don't hit. But at least for me, I can feel quite safe in knowing Coronation Street's pretty good right now, and I still have that love for Hollyoaks. So I'm not. It's not like it's my whole world is burning. Like I've other shit I can do on the side that I'm not super invested in. So plus I don't even do the podcast anymore. So
I'll be recording it live in about whenever Ash wants to leave. Again, it's up to him.
Depends whenever you want to record the podcast.
I don't care. I'm allowed to give you as much time as you want until you want to leave. Like, I don't. If you want to stay,
just give it like 5 minutes. We'll see if there's any more like big questions. We'll do that, and then I'll probably vanish.
I'll read the comments. Don't worry. Especially if anyone says anything outrageous, I don't want you to be clipped. I'll be fine being clipped. Luke also says it's like justifying not axing a character because one fan online once said it's their favourite character and they stay for years. Like that Fat Boy stand that we still talk about to this day, despite Fat Boy being dead for years. He didn't have all the fans, but he had some of the fans. It's still one of the quotes from Watching Walford I still use to this day. Was that movie good? No, no. Was that good movie? Was that movie good, Piggy? No. But did it have all the fans? No. But it had some, and that's all that mattered. My reaction watching Suicide Squad 2016. Also, Luke says, "Why would you want to interview Whitey? He just keep all his secrets, and you think his story is the best, and he wouldn't tell you what it was all about."
Like, there are definitely some good parts that Ben Wadey has done. As I maintain, I mean, I had a field day making shorts about it because I did re-up more shorts, so I don't need to do it. I've done through to the next Monday or week Monday. Um, but I kind of made the big point that he's fucking dynamite in that pitch room.
Yeah.
Like fucking, you need someone to get brought back. It's like, all right, here we go. You're gonna get brought back. Big Christmas storyline. Walford Witches reunion. That's gonna be really sick. What are you gonna be doing in between? Yeah. It's
Um, SD Cricket fan says they love the Chrissy return. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah. What I will
I
say
like
is,
to like it because it does reflect. It is supposed. If you like the 2000s, you can go, oh, this is cool
yeah,
because you would have watched a ton of Chrissy and you would have watched the Zoe, Chrissy, Sam, the Den stuff. And some people do see the Den Watts return as like a little kind of maybe not golden era, but a really exciting period for the show. And you know, it had a lot of star power. You had fucking Dennis Rickman, Sharon. I was going to say Vicky. That's a joke. Chrissy. You even had like Kate Mitchell in there.
Zoe.
Obviously, Den Watts, Dennis Rickman, Zoe, Sam. Like it was an exciting time, and you can understand why people would go, "This is really cool." But
Well, also,
and it's not even to say I like the Chris Crenshaw Chrissy return. I thought that was fucking sick. And even though Tracy Ann Overman has opinions, I really, really enjoyed her return in prison with the Six because it felt like it because it was a really cool way to have Chrissy's experience and Sharon's experience be mirrored. That was a really cool bit of history to play on. But the Stalker just felt a little bit too contrived, in my opinion.
I will read everyone's comments in a second. What I will say on the Den Watch thing, the thing people have to remember as well about Den Watch is, despite how you may feel about characters being brought back from the dead, which I'm not getting into, that's an entire debate that we can have another day, or I'll have with you guys when Ash leaves, because Ash was probably sick of Running Roxy being mentioned. But despite how you feel about like people being brought back from the dead, the fact is, Denwatch did bring people in because Denwatch is the original Hardman. Yes, Phil did step up and become that role, and some would say Phil's more iconic than Den, but that is just depending where you land on that scale. That's up to you. But the entire thing you have to keep in mind is Denwatch probably brought in a lot of lapsed fans or fans who never watched, because you go, oh, you might not have watched this show in '85, but this guy is back and he was the original, like Phil Mitchell is essentially what I compare it to. And like his entire storyline would be fantastic. I've not watched it. I just know there is some good stuffs in there. Like when Chrissy, like the final scene with Chrissy and Den, where she goes, "Now you know how it feels," and he fucking just runs up to her like Anthony when he does the Five Nights at Freddy's. Like that is
Yeah, I
great.
think it's a really good. It's a really good. It's a really good story, in my opinion, and
But
you can understand why he was brought back because it is still a really cool
yeah,
piece of the puzzle.
and the problem you have is, as much as it's fun to remember, like, because there's a bigger difference, because obviously Den left in roughly 88 and 89. So roughly there's a 13-year gap, I want to say. 13, 14-year gap. Whereas between the Walford Witches reunion, there have been exactly 20 years. So there's a bit more of a gap as to, because people, how can I put it? So like if it happened in the 2010s and it was only like the same amount of time that Den had left and returned from the dead back to the square, people wouldn't mind. But it's the fact you've done it 20 years on the line. You've not done a 5, 10, or 15. You've done a 20 where it's too far. And people are going to
I
just.
think what helps as well is first, obviously, we live in a social media era now, and what the fuck was Leslie Grantham wasn't in the papers every week.
No.
basically, what did Leslie Grantham do when he fucked off from EastEnders? He fucked off and did some small TV roles, but mostly just faded away from the spotlight. So he went away, which gave a lot of people time to kind of go, oh shit, what, he's back? Oh fuck, it's been fucking years. This is sick. We never thought this would happen. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just didn't really. And like I said, as I maintained, I really enjoyed her 2023 return. That was really cool. And it was so good that me and Piggy didn't despise her the entire time, which is funny.
Fourth by Art, go Leslie.
When you know what, fuck this was actually really good, and it was because it actually relayed in a cool way to a story that was happening then and a story that happened back then. It was a cool addressing of the past, but yeah, I just didn't really vibe with the Walford Witches because you set up her cool ending of her and Jake Moon leaving, and then you butchered it and only set it up again. And it's like, well, you've just fucking you've taken. It's like deciding you've made this really cool ice sculpture and you've gotten out the fridge on the day before and you've went, oh, I'll fix it, it'll be way better, and you've just like knocked off its chin. So, well, why the fuck did you do that? It was fucking fine before you left it. Why did you do anything so close to the time? And that's kind of what he did with it. It was left in a really cool spot. It was a nice ending that we never thought we were gonna have, and then nope, never mind. We're just gonna do it again, but worse. Okay.
And Luke, Luke says about the essay you did. I watched it, Ash. Don't worry about that. At least one person watched it.
Well, no, to be fair, like 500 people watched it, which was all right.
Easy flex. Yeah, I've got like 3 Rolexes. No big deal.
Look, it's nice. I think with the Corriedale video, it finally beat the most viewed video. It fucking did. 6.5k views. It finally beat the I'm sorry, we need to talk about Martin Platt video.
I'm in July 2015 now, so I'm doing all right. It's not all completely gone to shit yet, says Luke. Yep, you will have to get through the...
It will.
It will. You will have...
It will. Trust me, it gets worse.
Obviously, Charlie Slater's death is a good part of it. Peggy's death and final week is a fantastic lot of episodes. And that's about it. That is literally about it. And nothing is really good. Which, yeah, I did surprise Luke by saying Alfie was a bad boy. And the retconning and now non-retconning of Dermot Dolan. Which is it's going to be weird when you're an EastEnders archivist to watch that. But anyways, and also Zoe's a nothing character at the moment because she hasn't got anything to find. They need to tell her to go find the chalk ice in the back of the freezer or something. Chalk ice, sorry. Why did I say chalk ice? There was a K on it, so I just meant choke. Do you think Oscar changed since he joined? This is by DX John 00, who says, do you think Oscar changed since he joined? Become a bit mardier or meaner? What do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just Oscar's feeling a bit more comfortable now. So now he's kind of making because Oscar is like a known quantity. Everybody knows how he acts. You can just get away with saying like things that would kind of be mean, but he's saying it like endearingly with love. So you can kind of get away with that. It's like if you're funny, you can say a bunch of really mean shit if it makes people laugh.
Exactly.
But I don't think he's been mean necessarily. I think he's just been, he's still a teenager and he's still selfish. So he's just a bit of an arsehole, but he's lovable. So. But he's never been a dick about it. He's just being Oscar.
I think though at this by Luke, by the way, I think the Walford Witches thing could have worked, but it got rushed just because. Well,
they should have filmed more scenes with it. We should have seen. I wouldn't have even minded if we got a flashback of Chrissy being involved in the stalking stuff. Like, just show her working with Jasmine to try set up Zoe. That would have been better.
Or you could have just filmed, like, I don't know, like, you could, like, even if you don't want to show her face, you could just film scenes of, I was going to say Zoe, not Zoe, Jasmine talking to someone, like, even if you don't see their face. Like, just anything to have her in, not reveal it on Christmas Eve and then have her be centric in an episode the following day, because that's where you're going to get people pissed off, because she's been giving arguably the biggest watch time for an audience, the biggest episode of the year for no reason. Dono 670 says 67. Don't know why I'm doing that. Blood cancer storyline announced for Denise. Yep.
I don't have much to say on about the blood cancer storyline. I can't lie. I don't know anybody who's had that experience. I will obviously learn, and it's like how it was a funny thing. I never remembered to mention it, but it's like how when there was one episode where Zach like cut himself when he was bleeding, and he tells Barney like, "Oh, don't worry, it's not transmissionable." Oh, I don't remember the exact terminology of it, but it's basically his. I think it's his viral load is like low enough that it's not transmissible because he has HIV, and Barney says, "Don't worry, I'm not an idiot," which just gave me vindication for all the people who were like, "Zach has sexual partners. How does he do that with his conditions?" Like, it's not transmissible. Like, that's the treatment. So I did like how they just gave a quick example of, "Hey, everybody who says how can Zach have sexual partners? Shut the fuck up, idiots! Did you not pay attention to the storyline?"
ST Cricket fan here says Chrissy coming back under Clenshaw's era was very good. You're not wrong, Ash. And now we have ST Cricket fans. Luke's commentary says, yeah, Chrissy's return from the previous era is for me the perfect way to write her out and give her the happiest ending for her type of character. But bringing her back just sort of ruins it, really. They also say, for me, a lot of icons are just judged on longevity, and if you go by that, Ian, Phil, and are definitely more iconic than that. But if you go on how popular the 80s was, so certain characters like Den, then you can see why people would argue it. And then obviously they say Fort Boyard.
I think the difference is fundamentally is a lot of people. Let's be honest, most people who are kind of casuals and watch in the past but haven't watched it since, they don't give a shit about longevity. They give a shit about what characters they liked at the time when they watched it. And a lot of people would have just went, "Oh, Den and Angie were great. Oh, what do you think about Frank and Pat?" I didn't watch them. Like, so in terms of like the fans, obviously longevity means a little bit more, but in terms of the casuals, I don't think longevity means shit. It just means who was my favorite characters when I was watching.
Then we have Fort Boyard, go Leslie.
If you're a little fucking nerd like us, longevity matters.
Actually, when Zoe says she can't eat bananas, she can eat bananas. Was actually inaccurate because back in 2015 it was actually said that she's allergic to bananas. All of you know. Just me anytime. So he's mentioned. SD Crick fan says your Corriedale life is insane. So many chatters. Anything you want to say on this?
Yeah, it was sick. Like I said, we had 72 peak viewers, which was fun. But for the most part, I think we had like 30 average, which was pretty cool. I never thought we'd get that much viewership in a stream again after the EastEnders 40th anniversary, but that was fucking cool. So that was great fun. And obviously I made that stream about an hour and a half longer than it would have been otherwise because people were asking me questions. Of course, I'm gonna absolutely live it up and give my opinions. But yeah, that's what we kind of did all this shit for. It's great.
I thought we beat Albert Square for that, but they've got 2K subscribers. So
yeah, that shit just grows. To be fair.
Yeah, ours just doesn't. It's like us on antidepressants. It never grows. It just stays flaccid. Ash, no one watched it. Also, Ash, it has 500 views.
Look, we have nearly 2K subs. What do you want? Whenever I feast over a video essay, I usually expect it's at least going to get a couple thousand views. It's just how it is. I'm not expecting the normal content to do it. Because fuck it, we're doing dumb, stupid videos, reading Reddit comments. But when the video essays bang, it attracts that wider audience, which is the whole point. You do evergreens. Well, maybe not evergreen because I was talking about fucking Corriedale, which came out like 3 months ago. But you do the stuff that engages a bigger audience and is way more palatable. So that's kind of that's it. It's why the video essays typically bang because it's supposed to attract the people who don't watch the weekly shows.
Yeah. For an actual update, says Luke, I'm actually at Gene and Ollie's wedding episode after the podcast was finished, and I love Jean. God love her. I don't think the blood cancer storyline is as big news is what people would expect it to be. I mean, it doesn't make sense for it to be pregnancy, so cancer makes sense. Luke also says Ash wishing he did a Curry channel now with Curry boobing and EastEnders in a lull. There's always time.
I don't think I'll be starting any other new channel anytime soon. My work and my building up a channel from nothing days are over. No, I will always cover everything here for the most part. The only thing that's getting shafted out of this channel are the podcasts. no, but
no, the 85 podcast will eventually go to Luke's channel when we get to 86. Don't worry.
Fucking better be. I'm taking the name back if you don't take the fucking podcast off the channel. Fucking, it's outrageous the amount how little fucking attention that gets.
That's why you put it to members only, so no one has to actually watch it.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't do like a separate channel. The only separate channel I'd do is I'd make a video essay only channel, and I'd do that. But it's one of those weird things where it would take a while to. I don't know. It's a weird thing because, and this is gonna get into like boring YouTube shit. But like, right where we post it on our channel, we've got a bit more reach than like a 0 subscriber channel would have. But in the same way, we upload more than just those videos. So typically, you want a video to bang, and then you upload a video afterwards that also bangs, and then that gets engagement, interactions, and then it gets recommended to more people. So fundamentally, you'd go, maybe it'd be like, it's crossed my mind that at some point it probably would be a better idea to just release the video essays on a separate channel, so people could just be there for the video essays. But also, why would I just release it to no viewers when I have viewers on this channel that we built up? So it's that kind of weird thing. I don't know how I'd do it, but that's one thing I've thought about, because I do understand why people would subscribe for the video essay and go, what the fuck is this shit? Like, what's this low effort shit? So it's that weird thing. I think that's the only other like channel I'd do if I was going to do that.
SD Cricket Fan says, that was a good point you make, Luke. Ask would you make a separate channel for Curry and Hollyoaks, or even do lives now? And then for the subs, I'll watch neither of that, but that might grow the channel too.
I think, I mean, to be fair, not gonna lie, I will always choose whatever is the main soap to cover in more detail. Like when the time jump happened in Hollyoaks, at the Hollyoaks 30th anniversary, a lot of the Coronation Street stuff, whenever that shit's popping off. I done Emmerdale? I may have done like 1 or 2 Emmerdale streams. I will just choose what is the most prominent soap at times and milk it for as much as I can. Like, obviously the main focus will always be EastEnders, but am I probably more likely to do Coronation Street videos currently? Absolutely.
Ash is going to secretly do his own theory channel, and then when he gets all of it wrong, it's just like Talking Walford did, eventually burn out after about 2 years. And then SD Cricket Fan turns out Ash actually ran Talking Walford like absolute cinema.
Yeah,
no
definitely
comment.
not.
But yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's those weird things where you know they do the like police interviews where they like mask the voice and like do a dark framing. I don't think I could mask my voice and it would fucking actually people be like, that's just Ash, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
All I'm learning is Ash is the soap slut. He'll go to whatever's the most interesting, and I respect that. Who wants to be lol? Be a slut.
Look, fucking you. Look, the Coronation Street's been banging. Fuck it. Okay, let me take a look at the last couple of Coronation Street videos we've done. I'm just gonna go through it. Final prediction for who dies: 1K views, 36 likes, 33 comments. Then the Corey Dale video, 6K views, 44 comments, 131 likes. One last time, this is who dies. So I did a final time for the prediction. 3.7K views, 56 comments, 58 likes. And then I was wrong. This is who died. The review 1.2k, 26 comments, 54 likes. And then the next one I did was what's next? 1.2k likes or 1.2k views, 7 comments, 33 likes. Mate, I thought the channel was dying this month. The views were that dodgy. Then I did Coronation Street stuff, and we got like fucking 38k, like 16k more than we did. So, I'm sorry for keeping the channel alive.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Big trouble.
How much views is the classic podcast getting, Luke? That's what I have to fucking ask.
If I want to keep him around me. I don't want to scare the host away. I want to keep him. I can't do the classic by myself.
Boy, yeah, you're born into this life, in the fire, in the flames. This is what you get for wanting to do videos in a weird niche.
Well, I think that's Ash's time wrapped up on the old live stream. No, I wasn't.
No, I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. So good.
He wasn't having a pop. He was just being very funny. I'm just not very funny. You are very funny. Like you are.
All right, that's too much glazing.
Peggy, gotta step up your game, mate. Ash carrying this channel. I have written.
Right, that's a sizable amount of glazing. Fair enough.
I have stepped up my game. I have written. I'm not finished, but I'll never be finished. I have written a video about Zoe Slater. So that will be at some point. That will be done at some point. No more glazing a serious face. HD Cricket fan, do you mind if I pop you on the live stream now? Piggy did the win. Piggy did the Willy windmill. What more do you want? Exactly.
That is. But my final piece, the one thing I did find fun is somebody commented on the Corridell video and said, "Hey, this is just like a soap study video," and I'm just like, yeah. Because I wrote like a fucking back in 2024. I think I wrote like a goals, and I was like, do those fucking cool videos, do those like documentary type video essay videos about soaps. You don't just need to look at Talking Walford and Soap Study like, oh, they're so good. How am I going to be like them? I made it better than them. I'm fucking here. The ego's out of control. No, but I made it in my own style and my own way, and I was very proud of it. And I think I'm very proud of a lot of the video essays that we've done so far. And I don't know when the next one's going to be because fucking I'm still recovering. But it's been a cool way to explore it because through time I've slowly gotten my own style in terms of those videos. There's no humor in them. That should probably get better, but since I'm kind of doing like documentary style, here's all the facts, it feels a bit dumb to be like, oh, that's the time I fell over and shit myself. Like, not really the time to do it in a Coronation Street fucking episode review. But yeah. So I'm happy where a lot of things are going.
And
because it's been good.
And Luke says, and little does he know that next year Piggy's going to stream the whole 208 episodes of whatever it is, so he'll be carrying. I've promised Christmas. I haven't promised Christmas. I have proposed Christmas. I'm not doing the full 208 fucking episodes. Behind me, you will just see a noose slowly be descending from the upper stairs flat for me to hang myself by the time I get to April. That's a bit dark. Save us, Ash. But
I was gonna say you was just gonna help him tie his shoelaces because he's got dyspraxia. What a massive loop.
It's actually now the one who's setting up the noose.
That knot's never gonna break. You know what I mean? Holds everything in.
Your Corey essay, this is by Luke, by the way. Your Corey essay was great, and I don't watch it, but I still watch the whole thing.
Thank you.
Play some more. You both have your styles. You bring the knowledge and deadpan humor. Ash Piggy brings the banter and the edginess. Very good combo. Yeah. Thanks. I was talking about Charlie Kirk to my tattoo artist yesterday. That was very interesting. I don't know if you've ever, I know many people here don't probably don't have tattoos, but I don't know if you have ever had that experience of just talking a very weird topic to someone, and you just stood there like, well, I'm sat there and I'm just like, Charlie Kirk was interesting. It's all I can really say, because they can like fucking work up the pain if you say anything bad. So you just have to kind of stand there and be like,
Yeah, fucking hell, all right.
what'd you say about AI? Did you say you fucking like AI? I'm sorry. Lower the pain. Now we spoke on Discord, Piggy. You were up for the idea of streaming the whole year. Don't back down now. I did not say I was up for the whole year. Piggy has his own knowledge. Come on. Disagree, Luke. He doesn't like Ravi. He can't have the knowledge. Ash banana emoji.
Yeah, but yeah, it's one of those weird things, right? I couldn't imagine being someone who just makes like a fucking video essay a week. That shit's fucking effort, man. If I had an editor, maybe, but I fucking don't. I've got to do it. And I'm not exactly like when I'm doing it, I'm not exactly taking my fucking sweet time with it. I started the Corridor script on like a Thursday, wrote a bunch of it, got bored, finished recording videos on the Monday, and then wrote it for like 2.5 days, recorded it, then edited it, and posted it by like the Friday. It was a fucking. Some would say I should probably just be a bit smarter about my time, but nah, that shit took fucking ages.
Well, like I just appear. That's all I do.
But hey, play to your strengths. You know, Piggy can do all the streams he wants.
Exactly.
And he doesn't need to be like a fucking. He doesn't need to be a historian. He just needs to watch the episodes and point out the dumb shit. It's easy.
Piggy is the ideas man. He's a fountain of ideas waiting to happen. He's like a Catherine wheel of execution that burns out and can't be asked. Catherine, I think.
One of the old fireworks, you know, as it spins. That fucking one. Yeah.
Okay.
Catherine Wheel. Never met Catherine. Don't know who she is.
Lovely woman she made me a chicken fillet roll, and then I told her to get back in the kitchen because it fucking sucked. Dumb bitch. ST cricket fan. Don't
Banter, they say. Banter. Edginess, they say.
You fucking threw me there. You fucking threw me. Let me read the comment. SD Crick fan, don't you challenge me. Ravi is a disagree. He needs to be cast out from Walford and Ian's immigration campaign.
Fucking hell.
This is why no one's going to watch the podcast. This is going to be 20 minutes of me making reform jokes. And then SD Crick fan.
And this is why it's fun that this watch party is privated for members only.
I can't wait for the podcast though when I make like a reform joke and then you just have SD Crick fan like being like, no, I'm Ash in this situation. No. But yes, I guess I will record the podcast now. Do you want to say?
Yeah, I shall leave everyone. Do I have anything to plug? Not really. I'm not doing anything, to be honest. This is why you need to come to watch the classic podcast. I'm good. I'm good. I don't watch the classic podcast. I only watch videos I'm in if I made a good joke in it, and then I just skip through it and like, yeah, I'm funny.
It's why he was so pissed about the iceberg because he had put himself as an editor, and he was like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Piggy's done a really good job at the edit. What? That was me.
Fuck you, say
I wrote this.
Yeah.
But hey, somebody's got to praise everyone, and why not praise yourself? No. But yeah, it's been a pretty boring week for EastEnders, but it's been a fun edition of the watch party, and obviously Piggy's gonna guide you through the lovely podcast, and I am probably gonna go to bed because I'm fucking tired. So yeah, cheers everyone. I'm gonna peace the fuck out. All right, see ya.
Right, hold on. I do have to turn my camera on. Give me a second. Ignore that, whatever that is. Ignore that. There's my webcam. Activate. There we go. Oh Jesus. Let me turn on the light. So now it's just me. Everyone can leave now if they want. but I actually need to go for a piss. So, give me a second. They've both popped off. Luke, reckon we should have our own podcast in the live chat. You guys can. He comes back from a face with a grin on his face. Me, clearly. Devo was more than just a fish. He's proud of himself. He didn't get any on the street. Shut up, that's an inside joke. They don't need to know about that. Piggy, a quick question for you. When are you gonna sit on it? What, Piggy? A quick question for you. When are you gonna sing like the soulful armadillo? Just for context, let me go find it very quickly. Let me find it. I just pop it in here. There we go, look at that. Ooh. A friend was playing Tamagotchi Live 2. This is what I was doing in the game, so yeah. I'll leave that for a second. You said you were going to do it on the podcast as well, the classic podcast. Just need to roll the intro now in a second. Then I'll be good to go. Thank you, Ash, for being here. Thank you for appearing in the live stream. I appreciate it. And that will get me through. I've got to wait until tomorrow for that. Tomorrow we're recording your video essay, hopefully, if you've written the script. That is. Anyways, I'm going to roll. Actually, no, I need to do the topics, don't I? That is the wrong one. That's my porn folder. No, it's not. Untitled. Yeah, Luke's wrote. Well, you can read it on Reddit. He's wrote a script. He did a Reddit basically. I'm going to work on a video for him because he's written. Bloody hell, what am I trying to say? He's written a script on the 30th anniversary, I believe, of Who Killed Lucy Beale, which he might be doing. If he wants, of course. They're not going to force him, but I've been trying to basically, not coerce him. Sounds wrong. I've been basically trying to get him to do it. But yeah. It's 07, right? Yeah, it's 07. There is only really two topics, so I can't. team. Oh, excuse me. That was horrendous. I'm sorry about that. Um. Sorry, I'm just writing my little notepad, my little notes here. Do, do, do. Start off. There we go. So, are you guys ready for the classic, if not the classic, the modern podcast? It's essentially on my the 30th broke Jane's character. Um, but yeah, it was essentially on why I felt the 30th broke Jane's character and Bobby was left field, and I think and go through what if they had Nick being the killer of Lucy. Let's go. I was born ready. Actually, I wasn't born ready. I was a month premature, but you know. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going. By the way, if you don't know, if you're new here, I'm going to record the podcast now. You guys at home can be the audience. You can chime in whenever you want, and if you're happy with that, then let's go. Piggy reads my comments thinking I'm done. I'm not done. I'm buzzing. Sorry if it just seems a bit off. I'm excited. I'm still thrown by the grin I gave. Actually, oh yeah, I forgot to show this image. Because Ash sent me an image, which was because he zoomed in on the live stream that I was streaming the episode with, and this was the image. There you go. You got Frank Butcher face. Where is it? Hold on. Is that good enough, Luke? After your deepfake video, the fact I want to see a real life version of you as Frank Butcher with the bow tie, as in his dresses, and Ash as Pat would be funny as well. It might happen, but probably won't. So, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to record the podcast now. If you want to join in, just leave a comment and say what your favorite bit is and like anything regarding the topic. And yeah, that will be what I'll be doing. Although that sounds a bit broken English, but yeah, that's what I will be doing. I'm going to start to do the live reenactment of legendary scenes. That would bang. But I can do it with you, Luke. I can do it with you if you want. I'm going to start the podcast now in 3, 2. Save that for the rule 34, Luke, dirty boy. So I'm going to start now in 3, 2, 1. Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Piggy here from Watching Walford to bring you yet another edition of the Watching Walford. Well, it's just called the Watching Walford apparently, according to my notepad. It's episode 175. 175. I've been here for about 173 episodes. So yeah, it's just me again. And we're going to cover. It's me and the live, like as in my stream audience. To bring you yet another edition of the Modern Podcast. We're going to cover all the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 19 of 2026. All the episodes from the 4th to the 5th, all the way to the 7th of the 5th. We have a few. All YouTube says ST Cricket fan. Yeah. You're from the 4th to the 5th, all the way to the 7th of the 5th. We have a few topics. We have introduction, Team Ian, or Team Peacock is the first topic. Then we have Mad Eddie Knight returns. Then we have awards, thoughts about the show, and the outro. And to start us off, we have Yes Piggy, you're the Ian Beale of the podcast. I'm only slightly racist. I'm not fully racist. Like, at least give me a bit of credit. Would never vote for reform, but that's just that's all you're gonna get. But yeah, I'm going to start now with Team Ian or Team Peacock. And if you're at home, I want to hear. I know no one liked this storyline except for me, but I want to know. I want to know what everyone at home thought about this storyline, or not about this storyline. What team were you on? Were you Team Elaine or Team Ian, or did you just not give a shit? Like, just let me know, please. So yeah. So we start off the week where they're running more campaigns, and it's going well. Elaine and Ian have agreed to a truce. May the best person win. To be more woke about it. I need to. There we go. To be more woke about it. And yeah, so throughout the week, Ian and Elaine are throwing jabs, but they're being wholesome about it. And then, out of left field, like a bloody hurricane, bloody B, I don't know her last name, but B, bloody runs a smear campaign, which is all fair and fun in politics, which is what you typically do, even though most politicians probably will use AI nowadays to trick people on Facebook. But that is that. She runs a smear campaign, and I guess, side note, it was Jimmy's birthday the past couple of days. This week of episodes. So be pollard, thank you. So yeah, there was Jimmy's birthday. They did celebrate Big Jim's birthday. It was one that had Louis blow out the candles for him. Also this week, which I will talk about, I guess, because it is a part of this, we have Max and Cindy's birthday. Apparently they were born on the same day. If Luke can, because Luke is the most fact-checked here, what years was Max and Cindy born? Just the years. So we can compare how old they are. Are they the same age, or are they younger, or whatever the term is? So yeah, B drops the smear campaign, and basically all hell breaks loose because everyone basically goes, "Hey, Ian, that was not nice what you did there. That was not nice." And B also brings up the fact that Linda's an alcoholic, which is something you don't really do, in my opinion. You don't really do that. That's a bit, but I guess it is politics. So we go to the election. B's the Ian Beale's version of the spin Dr. Malcolm Tucker. I wish I knew that reference, but I know someone in chat is looking back going, "Hey!" But yeah, anyways. So we go to the election. Now, if you want my personal beliefs on which party to... And you think alcohol is below the belt? Well, I understand that in politics it's all love and fair. Like, you can do that. But it is a bit mean to bring in someone who's not, like, a participant in the election, but just a supporting role. I don't know if that sounds a bit silly, but, like, in an election, you don't go, "Hey, your kids are dead, aren't they? Ha, loser." Like, Cindy is 1968 and Max is 1960. So it's only a year difference, really. That's fucking interesting to think about. Interesting. But yeah, so if you want my opinions on what parties they would be, Elaine definitely probably would be independent. No campaign would want her. Ian, it's a tough one. You can go between Reform or Tory, but that's up to you to decide. Obviously, in universe, he's independent, but if you had to position him as a real campaigner, if you had to position him as a real campaigner, he would definitely, be Reform or Tory. And everyone votes. B keeps pressuring people to vote for Ian, which I will say is a bit of an election fraud. In my eyes, I know people might disagree with that, but that is a bit of an election fraud there. B, you shouldn't like a politician can't really stand behind you and go, "Who'd you vote for? You better vote for me. If you don't vote for me, it's gonna be trouble." Like, you know what I mean? You just don't tower over someone going, "Did you vote for my partner?" Like, I think that's a bit weird. But anyways, whatever works in fucking politics, I guess. And it is Max's and Cindy's birthday, and they have a good birthday. I also forgot to mention about Jimmy's birthday. A lot of birthdays. With Jimmy's birthday, Ian says, "Can we delay it for an hour? I need to run a campaign." Especially because she knows Linda, who's the other candidate's daughter. Yeah, I understand B has every right. B, this is, yeah. What I will also say on B doing that, it's also funny because she's doing it from the perspective of, because obviously Linda presumably bullied her in school. We obviously don't know, but presumably she bullied her in school. So it is funny when you think about it. So her revenge is by smear campaigning her mother and her. But yeah, Ian delays the birthday by saying, "See, you know, I need to do the political run." But anyways, back to the party. The candidates win. Elaine, I believe, gets 600 and something votes. Ian gets like 1,174, something like that. And he wins by basically a landslide. So Ian's going to be your new councillor for the square. Max was born on the 10th of 5th, 1969, and Cindy was born on the 10th of the 5th, 1968. There you go. And which Luke says, which is why Max is so good at the sex. He's the master of the 69 because he's born in 1969. Which is a fair point. We can't prove him wrong. And yeah, so this is weird because a lot of people are divided. When I say a lot of people, I'm going to say my community, but me and Ash's community are basically all saying this is shit. I'm sorry again if my camera's flickering. Have I dropped ping? No, I haven't. But yeah, I know like the entire chat are probably saying the storyline was shit. I liked this storyline. Personally, I found it a bit more funnier because obviously, if you don't know, I live in Ireland. I don't live in England. So there was no election this week for me. So I just thought it was a random election they were doing. But obviously, through the past week or two, I found out via, like, because I get videos about certain parties, like, people, like, detailing certain parties and who you should vote for in the election. Basically, just saying, here's the facts, blah, 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 blah. And I found out it was today, which I did not know. It's only the local elections, by the way. There's no major election. It's only the local ones you vote for your party. But yeah, so Ian is the winner, and he will be running Walford. What he will do, that's up to you. But yeah, I like this storyline. It's an interesting one. Luke has another fun fact here. Cindy has done 11 years of the show, and Max has done 16 years, which surprises me given how popular Cindy was in the late 80s and 90s. Yeah, it's interesting when you think about it. But on this storyline as a whole, he's going to get put up statues of people that enslave people, and that will get him replaced by Elaine. That's my prediction. I'm obviously joking for a second. That is by Luke, not my opinion, by Luke. He can do that if he wants, Luke. He can do that if he wants. But yes, I like this storyline. I understand this might muffle some feathers, and ruffle is the correct term. Ruffle some feathers, and it might be taboo to say. But I liked it. I thought it was an alright storyline. I didn't think it was bad. Obviously, I understand if you are in England, it could get insufferable hearing, "Hey, you fucking vote, isn't it fun to vote?" I understand that, but I didn't mind it. It's also interesting they didn't make up any campaigns or do like on their pages like we want, like, you know, that famous picture where I think it's Uncle Sam where he's doing the vote for your country. I'm surprised. Sorry about that. I'm surprised they didn't do like a vote for Ian Beale kind of one, because that would have worked. Or like another one where it's Elaine, like, vote for Peacock, she will rebuild EastEnders. busted down like granny. Yeah, granny. It was lighthearted, not amazing for me, but fun nonetheless. It was fun, and that's what I want to maintain. This storyline was fun. It did get annoying and repetitive, but the problem is you did start it in December/January, so I can understand why you would be a bit peeved about it compared to if you started it in, like, say, March. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you could change it. But yeah, I do agree it did get a bit annoying for certain people. I didn't mind it personally. I enjoyed it. I thought it was an alright and light-hearted storyline, which was needed in this era, especially of doom and gloom, with the Zoe Slater and Jasmine stuff. So it was nice to have a bit more light-heartedness in it. But that's what all I gotta say on the Ian and Elaine stuff. If anyone else has anything to say, I'll um uh, I will read your Eddie Knight comment in a second because we move on to Mad Eddie. If you don't know, Mad Eddie is, well, we can't really call him racist Eddie in the bloody, in the descriptions of the episode, the chapters. So we have to call him Mad Eddie. If you don't know, it's a famous clip of some Scottish guy trying to lift some weights. Let me just pause this and pull it up very quickly. Just got jump scared by the intro. I forgot to change it. Right, that's better. Sorry again for people at home. How am I'm gonna have to figure out. Ooh, that is that the right monitor? I think so. I'm gonna have to figure this out very quickly. Jesus, I've got so many. Fucking, let me just open that. Right. Right, no, that's not being picked up. Hold on, folks, while I do this. Just trying to get this video up. I'm just going to. Don't mind this, folks. I'm trying to figure it out. Right, hold on. Fuck it. Sorry about this. Maybe just move that. There we go. The fuck? Why is it blurred? I swear I'm not showing anything. Have I? Oh. Just trying to figure this out. Hold on. Where the fuck can I get it to work? Hold on. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to get this to work.
Come on.
Hold on. Can you people hear that? I'm just going to play a second of it, and I'm going to resume the recording. Fuck. I just need to... Wait, just grab this. I'm going to play a second of this. I'm going to grab you guys. I'm going to put you here. So I'm just going to play 5 seconds of this.
Come on, Ed, you can do it, son. Easy.
Hopefully you can hear this. Anyways, hopefully I don't fuck up the recording with this. So I'm going to resume now. 3, 2, 1, and we are back. You people at home might think this was easy. This took me ages to do. But this is Mad Eddie for people who don't know. This is who we got the idea to basically copy. Yeah, we are live. We have been live for ages. Despite it only being 12 minutes in the recording, it was like 20 minutes of me setting this up. But yes, I'm going to play it now, and I'm probably going to turn down the application a little bit so I don't blow people's ears off at home or watching the live stream. So yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Come on, Eddie.
Get on there.
Come on, Ed, you can do it, son. Easy.
Let him do it himself. Lift it up a little bit.
Sir.
Take it over here.
Forward. Now down. Go on.
Go on, Ed.
No, I can't.
Go on, you can.
Take it off.
You can do
Take it off. I can't. My chest. Take it off. Fucking look. Take it off.
Push it up.
Bollocks, I can't.
Push it up.
Fuck off, boys. Fucking mad doggies. Fuck my chest up.
Oh, you fucking idiots. Fucking hell.
Man, he wouldn't lift it, would he?
Chubby wouldn't lift it, would he?
I can't lift it.
I was lifting myself, man. My hand. I was lifting it, man.
Fucking Eddie's me.
Fucking hell, aye. Not funny. Sorry to you run like that operation I have.
I know Eddie's had an app operation and everything, mine, so...
Fucking younger than me.
Here we go, look. Take the do it.
Take a
Pit
couple
bull.
off.
It's the pit bull.
Take a couple off.
It's the pit bull.
Take a couple off.
It's the pit bull.
Just keep enough.
That is why he's called Mad Eddie to us. To hopefully that was not mind-numbing to people at home. But yes, that is why we call him Mad Eddie. Which yes, which is yeah, that's why we call him Mad Eddie. So if you're ever confused about why he's called Mad Eddie on this, just know it comes from a random, I'd assume, very chain-smoking person from Scotland who's definitely probably like Eddie Knight. Like, take it off. I can't, lads. So there you go. So now everyone who's watched the podcast and who's watched the live stream and watched 20 minutes of me setting it up, you know the reason why it's called Mad Eddie. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, anyways, Mad Eddie is back. Cinema has Mad Max and TV has Mad Eddie. It's the mustache. It's the mustache really that really sets it up. But hopefully that was nice for people to hear at home. Anyways, so yeah, about Mad Eddie. He's in hospital. He's not doing too well. Which yeah, he's been diagnosed with lung cancer. Which the more I'm saying like he's been diagnosed with lung cancer and he's dying is just making the parallels between Mad Eddie, the guy who couldn't lift the weights, and Eddie Knight, the guy in the show. It's like it's literally like a character evolution. He was brought from YouTube and put on our screen. They just changed his character slightly, and didn't give him a chain smoking voice as much. But yeah, so yeah, so Mad Eddie is in a hospital, and I believe Luke left a comment saying, I like the way that the Eddie storyline, the main comments people on Reddit, people on Reddit have is how unrealistic it is that he's not got prison guards with him. I mean, there's a lot of unrealistic things about it, to be honest. I mean, yeah. If you need facts, live, by the way, I'm happy to be the fact checker. Thank you, Luke. But yes, so Eddie is back. He wants to see George, and he is alleged he has changed, but most racists change. That's just a genuine question. If anyone here has a relative who is slightly dodgy, let me know if they have changed over the years. But he has said to George he has changed. He's going through therapy, he's going through counselling, and he's hoping he will be a better person. But he lets the mask slip. So does old Eddie, because a person of colour is checking on Eddie and is checking to see if he's all right and not having a heart attack or anything at his old age. She puts her hand slightly on his shoulder and he goes like that. He jumps. I didn't mean to hit the microphone. He goes like that, like that. Hopefully that works for people. And he basically says, "Get your hands off me." He hasn't changed, but Nicola, which is convenient, has ran out of money. Yep. So just another convenient plot point. So yeah, she's run out of money and she needs money to pay for. I don't bloody know. She needs money to pay for the bills and for Harry's barn and for Night Fusion. Oh Jesus, and Night Fusion. So Eddie needs a place to stay so he can lift his weights. And he offers Nicola, "Can I stay at your place? I have plenty of money." And Nicola basically goes, "Oh, I'm doing the Ross game." But yeah, she basically goes, I'll think about it. She goes back to George, and it's like, "George, I have something to tell you," but she doesn't really say it. And yeah, it all comes down to basically kind of opens up to George saying, "I don't mind if he stays and he dies. I don't mind that." And George sort of is accepting. There isn't much to talk about Eddie here, honestly. I've wasted everyone's time on the live stream by setting up that Mad Eddie clip. But again, like, there's not much I can really talk about here because he doesn't do much. He just sits in a hospital bed. And what I can really say is, since he is a racist, I hope he dies as a slow and painful death. It was worth it, thank you. Take it off. Get the fucking elbows I got. There you go. That's my best Eddie impression. But Luke says here, Eddie is not the return that I feel that Wadey hoped Eddie would be, especially wrapping up the week. Didn't have the effect they wanted after Nigel's death week. Disappointed what Eddie was used to now. More so will probably go into my thoughts and awards. I have to, which I'm probably going to do now. For people at home, which now is time for everyone at home to do the thoughts and awards live as well. Bloody hell, I nearly messed it up. So my thoughts on the week. I liked most storylines in this week of episodes. I liked the fact of Grant and Linda. I will talk about them now in a minute. But I liked the week. It was an alright week, as SD Cricket fan alluded to. Grant and Linda did have a bunk up, which I didn't really mention. I should have mentioned in the Ian and Elaine stuff. But obviously one of my favourite lines is Grant this week going, "Pink, pink, pink," to make all the boys wink, in these mannerisms. But yeah, that was a side note. That was a side note. They didn't really do much. They were only there to really make Max jealous. Which, again, Linda has a terrible taste in men. Like Mick, yeah, fair enough. Handsome, rugged, sexy man. Rough, I can't stop winking. She's wearing pink again, fuck's sake. There's my best Grant impression. Obviously, to do a Grant impression, you have to slightly move your voice a little bit every time you want to exaggerate a word. But yeah, no, there's not really much to talk about. It's just another plot point, but also Linda's choice in men is fucking atrocious. Like, again, Mick, alright, tough, rugged, strong man. Max. And then, obviously, you have Grant, which is a hard sell to people. So, but I didn't mind this week. There was some good bits, like Eddie. Eddie, again, is my favourite bit of the week. Obviously, there was a lot of jokes. I can probably pull up one of the comments I was given. Let me just find it very quickly. Where the hell was it? That I'm in a server with. So yeah. So yeah, just leave that there for a second. So yeah, that was a comment that was a bloody thing I received. I opened one of my DMs, one of my text messages, and I got a message saying, "Bro, I bet you did too," saying Eddie, and it's you came, which yep. So I did. There is also another comment. I guess I can pull up very quickly in the thoughts and awards before I give my final thoughts. I just need to screenshot it. Is all I have to do. So I'm getting this very quickly for people at home so they can see it. Let me just grab it. There was another comment I got. It was this. Hopefully I can just. Oh no, I've got screenshot. 7501. Save. I do wish there was a bit more for people who don't like this sort of stuff, but I understand why. Here we go. Here's the image I've been trying to pull up, which is this. Which yeah, I will just full screen it so people can read it. So that was by someone. They were the two comments I got about this week. So here's one, and here's the other one. Let me just, there we go. These are the two comments I got. There you go, people. There you go. Which says, getting ready to be spit roasted by Den Watts and Eddie Knight. And it's me as Dirty Den with my finger in my mouth. Deep faked. Which, yep, there you go. So yeah, again, I love this week. Some good moments, like Eddie in the hospital. I know I rambled on a little bit, and I'm sorry for people at home, but yeah, that's my honest thoughts. I'm going to go into the awards now. There's a slight bit more I will give on my thoughts. I do hope that like they do. What did Luke say? Because Luke said it's something here. Eddie without Gloria is a hard sell personally, as they balanced each other well, which is correct. And yeah, I do agree with that Gloria did balance him out. Having him by himself is a bit of a hard sell, but I understand why you want to do it, because you want to see really have changed, which he obviously hasn't. So yeah, now we move on to the awards. If you don't know, we have a few awards on this show. We have Most Promising, the Chris Clenshaw Award, the bloody hell, the Anthony Truman Award, which is the Most Wooden, formerly known as the Piano Teller Award of Excellence, and formerly known as the bloody Steve Blackman Award. How did I forget that? And we've underrated, and who needs slapping down, and then you'll all be out of here. So yeah. I did have a good theory that Eddie has no pension or money at all, which is interesting. I do like to believe he has no money, and he's either spent it all or he just has none. But knowing EastEnders, he probably does have bank, which again, he probably bought flats for like £10 a packet of. I can't really say bananas. That seems a bit dodgy to say, especially considering what Eddie is. So yeah, he's an old man stuck in his ways, and he's never going to change. So it feels forced for no reason to work him coming back. I understand that sentiment completely. I think they want to tell the entire how can I put it? They want to tell a story that has he changed, and then obviously it's going to be like Callum's dad, where he hasn't changed, and the end of it is him basically saying, "I wish I didn't have a son," or whatever, and then George is basically going to kick him to the curb. Not going to die like Derek Brannon, but he's going to basically go in his dying breath. Not in George's dying breath, but in Eddie's dying breath, George is basically going to turn to him and go, to my sentiment, fuck off, and die. Because if not all races don't really change their ways, and just are horrible people. But who knows? But again, sorry for that side tangent. But yeah, we have the underrated and who needs stepping down. I'll go first with Most Promising, the Chris Clenshaw. I'm going for the Eddie Knight reveal. The Eddie Knight coming back has been interesting. I know I've said interesting a lot, but it's been exciting to see, and to see where it goes and what he'll be up to next, and what he's going to be doing next. Jesus. that has been really fun to see. It's going to be again interesting where he goes with it and what he does. I do hope he just hasn't changed. I mean, no, we've seen slight glimpses of it, but I really just want him to be making snide comments and snide remarks that wouldn't really, like, you'll have to go, it's just Grandad being Grandad. But that's mine. I just think it's given the floor to racism when it could be more progressive and productive if using a younger misguided character that's both path redemption or being a future Eddie. The thing is, though, it's kind of I understand it's given the floor to racism, but obviously, and I know this might sound bullshit, but obviously what they're going to do is they're not going to be like racism wins law. They're going to have George basically going, you're still a racist and a piece of shit. Fuck off. Like, he's not going to accept them and be like, wow, you've really changed. Like, when he sees Kojo, that is Eddie Knight, by the way. When Eddie Knight sees Kojo, is he really going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Is he really going to be accepting? I don't think so. Even though I would love Kojo just to punch him, but I know Kojo is a better man than I am. But yeah, the most wooden award of this week has to be these two messages. Has to be these two messages that I'll just pull up again. Ready to be spit roasted by Den Watts. And bro, I bet you did too, seeing Eddie. So yeah, I'm also going to give it to Mad Eddie, which I showed earlier on in the episode, because Mad Eddie's good. I can do that. I can pick two things if I want. So Mad Eddie, take it off, boys, take it off. And me being spit roasted by both Dan and Eddie Knight. Reconnected. Oh, I'm back. What happened there? I'm back. So yeah, I do look forward to that. Next up is underrated. Who am I going for underrated this week? I'm going to give it to. You're good now, thank you. I'm going to give it to George Knight. George has been underrated this week because I can't say, because you look at me, I'm a fat Irish white man, like, but I'm assuming in this scenario, like, it would be very hard for you to, like, have this complex of being raised by a racist and sort of different worldviews and how it must feel. But I think that's like why I love George's character, is because because when Eddie does eventually live with him, he is going to be making those remarks, but he's probably going to be a bit more slidey about it, or snidey. That's what I kind of look forward to seeing. But also, what else am I going to give it to? That's just it. And who needs slapping down? Obviously, Eddie Knight. I'm going to pause it now, and I'm going to let, if the chat want to chime in, they can chime in and give them what they think. I'll be back in a second. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so at home, if you want to be mentioned on this, then please tell me what is your awards. This can be anyone in chat, by the way. I will read them all out. Well, I'll just give you a minute or two. Then yeah. I'll read this chat in a second. I'm just waiting. SD Crick fan, if you want to give any of your picks out, go ahead. Alright, I'm going to resume now. I'll read Luke's and SD Crick fan. If you want to say anything, go ahead. 3, 2, 1. And we're back, and I've got a few here. By Luke, I just think it's given the floor to racists. Oh no, I've already read that one, sorry. I get it, but to me, especially in such a racist world, it's disappointing that EastEnders don't try to show change and compassion, especially as last week it was hard hitting. We don't need it constantly. I get you. Underrated George Knight for me. I like Colin Salmon, and he's done well since leaving Elaine and going alone. Just a shame he's stuck with Nicola. Wooden is Nicola being a money-grabbing cow and trying to force George into more encounters with Eddie, which will only hurt him more. SD Quick Fan says, I think your choices were spot on. Eddie needs slapping down, as obviously he's a horrible, sad, pathetic old racist, and like Ravi deserves no sympathy, deserves no tears or sympathy or attention. They are shameful characters and don't deserve anything but pain. Underrated, SD Crick Fan says, Oscar just love his cheeky remarks. To be honest, Oscar is a shadow, says Luke. And SD Crick Fan also says Wooden will also be B. So that is mine, and the chat's picks for the awards. 4 big awards. I'm busting my eyes. And Luke just say B's another good shout as well. And to make sure I didn't get any snot on the camera. But yeah. But yeah, that is where I'm going to leave it. If you have any final comments, say them now as I do the outro. What's the outro time? 31 minutes. 31, 49. I just need to scratch myself. There we go. 41, 40, 31, 49. And yeah, so the outro, this is where I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. I appreciate everyone who stops by on the live stream and also on the just in general. I've got to read out the memberships. So in fans we have JX Prana 225, thank you. We have Milk Box, thank you, they've been here for a month. JX Brana has been here for a day. Luca X62XX6 has been a fan for 3 months. Ollie Kingston has been a fan for 4 months. And in the watchers we have the Rivets, who joined 14 months ago. SD Cricket fan, who joined 3 months ago. Luke the EastEnders archivist, who joined 3 months ago. Sobriety and Solace, who joined 3 months ago. And Dizzy Flora, who rejoined 25 days ago. So yeah. Dizzy Flora and SD Cricket fan are iconic and elite members. Exactly, Luke. Thank you, Luke. You have to say that as you're a third member of this channel. We don't pay you though, but you do show up. So yeah, that is all I've got to say. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye. Really hit fucking stop streaming. I'm not stopping the stream yet. As you know, I will be just screen sharing what I will be doing. As I boot it up very quickly. Hopefully I have it muted. Fuck it. There you go. I can stick it in like that. And we're going to look on. There you go. Look like proper chapel. Or Churchill. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Bloody hell, So, if you know how this works, I should check this out by now. As you know, let me know if you get bursted eardrums from this intro. Don't think it's been picked up, so that's good. Yeah, so that's good. Bam, 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 bam. Or that has been picked up, that's fair enough, that's correct. I'm going to do something very quickly. Right. Right. I've got this. Got this. Got this. So, Luke. So Luke sent me this the other day, and I went, oh, you know what? I'll react to it live on stream. I'm going to play the audio in a few seconds, and yeah, this is this. I don't know how to describe this, but this is basically people who I don't want to say way outside the studio, but they bump into them in public or near the studio and try to get a glance and a hello from them. And if you know, like football, I don't know football players, but like wrestlers would some of them aren't so bad. Some of them are just genuine, and the guys look happy they're to be stopped, but sometimes it gets uncomfortable and weird. Yeah, that's my entire point. I don't know if it happens in football, but in wrestling, like people will go up to airports and will basically try and get wrestlers' autographs and shove things in their face. And like they're like, keep in mind this is like at 5 a.m. But thankfully this is during the day. But yeah, this is what I'm going to play. No hate to anyone that does it, or no hate to anyone that if somebody stops and speaks to you, it's completely different. It just feels weird when you see it in isolation, and I wouldn't want to. That's a bit of invasion of privacy for the wrestler as well. Yeah, SC Crook, if you don't know, wrestler is basically, and multiple wrestlers are like, please don't do this. So say you're like wrestling and you have to go to another city, but you have to fly, because obviously America is like massive. What they would do is, so the wrestlers would be like going into hotels or into fucking like airports, and they would come up to them and shove merchandise in their face and get them to sign it. And most of them are like, leave me alone. I've just wrestled the match like 4 hours ago, had a shower and barely slept. Will you fuck off? I'm trying to leave. If I was an actor, I would feel uncomfortable, so yeah, I can't really have the cake for it. I just think it's a bit odd. But yeah, if you're into it, you're into it, just not for me. So I'm gonna play this, and let me know if you hear the audio, by the way. If you don't, I'll fix it. I'm gonna unmute this. 3, 2, 1.
So you take it, because this is well, you got more of my feet than anything.
Oh, sorry about that. Do we take it again?
You basically got my feet. You didn't
Which car's yours? Which one's
that one there. Yeah.
the Audi, yeah?
So, what's it like working with Grant then?
It's great.
Your on-screen dad.
Yeah, me on-screen dad.
Is he still with you?
I think he's got a couple more weeks of filming.
Yeah, I saw him the other day anyway. I got a photo with him. So
coming in and out the front.
yeah, the other side. Yeah.
Do like any more
He wait for you. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I can't. No spoilers. No spoilers.
You're quite scary beating up Ravi.
Yeah, I mean he's scary as well. Though.
You know what? When I was watching EastEnders, yeah, I kept thinking, you know, Harry, you know, Elijah, kidnapped him in that scene, but it wasn't him; it was the other guy.
Yeah.
I was getting both of you mixed up.
I feel so weird fucking watching this.
Mark and Harry are related. Yeah. They're distant.
He wait for you, he said, didn't he?
Because not Barney. Harry's dad.
What's his name? He's a great guy. I know. I've met him a few times. Roland.
He's just talking the next Samantha.
What's his name? What's Harry's dad?
I feel so weird watching this. This feels like a conversation that should not happen.
Yeah, he was really good, wasn't he? He was really good.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the stuff at the minute?
Loving it, man.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I've been watching it since Phil Mitchell and Grant used to bully Ian when Ian was like, I'm bankrupt.
I mean, it's great. It's great being on set with them both.
What did you do before this then?
I was an actor, but mainly sort of like guest roles and.
So no movies and that.
Not movies. A couple TV series. I did the. Have you heard of The Witcher on Netflix?
No, not really. No.
There's an Apple show called Silo.
Are you going to be at the charity?
God damn it! This
I haven't been asked to. When is it?
I've been asked to.
When is it?
16th of what?
How do I know? You're an organizer.
God damn! I feel very uncomfortable watching this. But it's also quite funny to look at this as well.
Yeah.
I live in Downside, Luton. Near Dunsmore and Luton, yeah.
Cameron, nobody want to know where you live.
No one
You're a stalker.
We don't like literally 1 minute
Or
away.
he should-
I'll wait for her.
That's fine, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Khalid, so you take it, because this is well, you got more of my feet than anything.
Oh, sorry about that.
This is.
Do we take it?
That's the start of the clip again. All right. Let me just fix the audio. I'll explain in a second. I play.
All three of you.
When you
That's been alright. So that's coming through. Alright. I can go back now. So here's the other one. Wait, they turned up to his house. They didn't turn up to the house. They turned up near the set. So if you don't know, EastEnders is filmed in Elstree Studios, and what some of these people will do, which again I understand from a perspective, but it's very weird. What some of these people would do is they would show up near the set. So say like Danny, because Danny Dyer is like probably one of the most famous actors they've got. They basically show up right outside the studio and basically then go up to their face and basically go, "Hello, how are you? How are you? You good? You good?" And it's like, I've just filmed the 10 hours. Yeah, as you because the road they're walking down in this video is private road. You actually see it on the sign saying they're camping out at the end of the road to see them leave. I don't want to see more of this, Luke, honestly. But this will be the last one we'll be watching unless you have a funny one. But yeah, here we go.
All of you. All three of you.
when you on screen, mate?
I'm on screen now.
Oh, are you?
Really?
Oh, looking forward.
Good fair play to you, man.
Thanks.
Like guys.
Hey,
Like that.
yeah, great, thank you.
How come you always get a hug? You got a bit of an audience today.
All of you. All three of you.
When you on screen.
Oh, that's it. That's literally it. Oh,
Three of you.
When you on screen. How come you always get a hug? You got a bit of an audience today.
that is. Hold on.
Ghost, look who I've just met.
Where are you, Ghost, mate? I'm here with Clede. Where are you?
Exactly, and
Fuck. He's fucking hell. Here's I've seen the Phil one. The Phil one's my favourite.
You alright?
you're a legend, Phil Mitchell.
Phil not only writes bitch in EastEnders, he writes bitch in real life. I'd feel. Like if it, like, I understand if you're a fan, right? I understand that. But like, it's not Max Brannan, is it?
Right, guys, I've got Max Branning here, the fake one anyway. How are you, Max Branning?
Captain Khan, salute to Khalid.
This is just so weird. This is so weird to me. I'm just looking through it. Like as you can see, that look at that. Like,
Guys, this is EastEnders, and as you can see, there is Christmas lights on. So they're actually filming for Christmas now. Yeah, surprise, Christmas.
Jesus Christ, can you not get a life, you fuckers? Like, I'm sorry if people got secondhand embarrassment from that, but my Christ, that is embarrassing in my eyes. But I will. But dude, I'm still here, am I? So I'm getting, as SD Cricket fan says, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. I think they've got intentions, but it's just very awkward. They turned up to their house. No, they turned up to the location. And when somebody then jokes about you being a stalker, you know you're fucked. Ignore them. Because I've read the Private Road one. There's one where they like speak to Winston and shrimping, and that's an odd one as well. This one is where one of the worst. It's one where she gets hugged randomly. He doesn't even ask to hug her. He just like shook her hand and expects her to hug him. It's just weird. I can't watch this. It's very cringe. They have to understand these are real people. You wouldn't wait outside McDonald's to give the workers hugs. They should get see, the problem is, and what people probably don't realize is, I'm assuming this set has security. So like, if you try to get into the set, like if you try to get into Elm Street Studios, like the actual place, they'd have proper security. But since it's like them and leaving, typically they'd expect no one to wait outside, because when you think about it, even if it's 5 people, it's only 5 people waiting outside. It is awkward as fuck, but it's probably they don't have proper security. What else is said? Exactly, mate. That's why I sent them to Piggy, because I came up when I was searching EastEnders on YouTube. It's just really wrong to me. I love the Phil one because it's funny because it has no fucks given. It's the one with the girls that upset me most, because I feel like not that they're trying to be threatening, but in instigating contact with a woman is not the way these days. Basically, everything he does on the same premise, he just meets people and forcing contact and shit, and it's just really weird. Like, this is what you do with your spare time, then okay, but it's just weird. See, this is why, Piggy, I sent them to you. I was sore and I just couldn't believe it. I've never seen anything like it before. If you go right up the private road, because you can, up so far, there's a gate a bit where there's security always on there, but obviously at the end of the road where it's further away from set, it's just a normal road, like there's no security there. It's just there. Shouldn't have to be when we're just doing their own job. Who cares if the frames are well known? They shouldn't. It's I've technically done this, but when I've done this, it was completely different, because I was originally at AEW, which is a second wrestling company, all in 2023. It was a fantastic show. And I watched the show, and I was going back to my hotel. I stayed in a student's dig near Wembley, and right beside it was where the wrestlers stayed, and obviously the wrestlers are getting all their stuff from the hotel and leaving. But obviously I met one of the people like who I was friends with for online for years. He sort of bullied me, but I didn't mind. I shook his hand. But they were all standing outside meeting the wrestlers, trying to get the wrestlers to shout out their channel and shit. And I just went, that's a bit too... Like, I didn't say anything to them, but I was like, that's a bit too far. Because that's just, like... My belief, and I've said this, and I know I'm a very niche content creator. My belief is, for instance, if SD Cricket fan come up to me on the street, like, if they see me in my pink shorts and my Albert Einstein shirt, and they see me walking down the street, and they go, I recognise you off YouTube, can I say hello? I will allow them to say hello. I will allow them to make contact. I don't care. I will, unlike Ash, not to disregard Ash, but compared to Ash, I would probably like just make a small talk conversation. If you want a photo, I'll take a photo. If you don't, you don't. But where my line will get crossed is if you see me at a Burger King or a McDonald's or at my local takeaway, Jumbo's, and you come in and you personally come in and invade my space, is where I have a problem. What people need to realise is that you may see someone on a camera, but again, on camera compared to in person is completely different, and people have to realise that, because that is honestly because honestly that's how I feel. Like, again, if you come up to me randomly and just said, hello, I'm a fan of your work, can I take a photo? Like, fair enough, I appreciate it. Even though sometimes I do not shower, which, if you don't understand, I do suffer with mental health issues, so hygiene is a bit of a struggle, and my dad can confirm. But yeah, I think saying hi and asking for a photo is okay, but not when they're with family or eating or busy doing something. Yeah, because I also, when I went to Wembley in 2023, I met, and I could probably pull up an image for people to but there was a famous commentator in the 90s called Tony Schiavone. He did a lot of WCW, World Championship Wrestling, and then obviously that went bankrupt. So he just kind of disappeared and returned to wrestling in 2019 when AEW started. And I bumped into him. I seen him like drinking a can of Monster. I bumped into him and I went, "Hey Tony, you're not gonna live for long," or some shit. I made a joke, and I went back and he went, "Why didn't you take a photo with him?" I went, "I would feel very weird because he's just trying to leave and go about his day. So why should I like I'll say hello to him and make a joke, but I'm not going to go up to him and ask him for a photo." It's like when another thing is there are a lot of wrestling like YouTubers go up to AEW, go up to these pay-per-views in England and like film content, and obviously get the rights to talk to the wrestlers, do interviews, basically 3-minute interviews. And I remember there was another one called Tom Campbell, who was a presenter for Cultaholic Wrestling. I went up to him. Everyone was going up to him to ask photos. I went up to him. I just went, "I don't want a photo. I don't want anything. I just want to shake your hand and say it was nice to meet you." And I shook his hand and I went, "Yeah, there we go. That's where I'm going to leave it." I said, "Do keep up the great work, Tom. Go about your day." And that's where I honestly am with interactions. Unless I am physically paying you like to interact with me, I don't really feel comfortable like going up to because I had to realize this in real life as well, because I used to watch a video podcast, and I obviously won't name the town in case someone here is a fan of that podcast. But in my old town, one of the hosts on the podcast I used to watch called OSW used to live in my town. I recognized them immediately because they took a photo outside a very famous Jeep in my old town. I immediately noticed it. And what I realized straight away is you have to give them privacy. And I went up to them. Where I went, I bumped into them regularly, and I just said hello. But I realized very quickly, I shouldn't really be doing that because that's invading their space. They're human beings. But I'm going to read very quickly the chat. I'm surprised they still go to airports to see wrestlers. Surely you enjoy the match in the stadium and leave it at that. No, wrestling fans are not like that because they're not the same as soap fans, but they expect so when you see Hulk Hogan the wrestler, they expect that Hulk Hogan the wrestler is going to be like the person Hulk Hogan, whereas no, there's two distinctions, because obviously Hulk Hogan the wrestler is going to be different from Terry Bollea, the person playing the Hulk Hogan character. It's like Marvel fans, it's like Marvel actor. Like if you go up to Benedict Cumberbatch, he's not going to be Doctor Strange. He's like playing a character in a movie. That sort of round, you have to realize that they are playing a character, even if the character is themselves. They are playing a more hyped up version of themselves. But people don't realize that, which is just weirds me out all the time. I know when you're famous you give up some privacy, but people do know you, and you will get people that get big excited and shit. There's limits, and that's where I stand. I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm sure they don't mean to be like this or seem weird or cringe. But these people are just normal people doing their job, and is getting harassed basically. I'm with a ST Cricket fan. I completely agree. Yeah, it's like Piggy. I wouldn't expect you to turn up outside his house or fucking boombox playing radio until he comes down to speak with you. It's just weird. It's mad, and this is by Lewis. It's mad that the studio is on a normal road. You think it would be on an industrial estate. I couldn't tell you the history behind that or why it's that, but yeah. In passing, saying hi and asking for a photo is okay, but not when you're with family or eating or busy doing something. That's by SD Cricket fan. Like, even though I've spoken to Piggy, I still don't feel like I'd have the right to expect a real life interaction, because ultimately it's respect and personal boundaries and being respectful to others. Like, if you go to a Comic-Con and that's the whole premise of it, they are there to sign for the money and get pictures with you for money, then I understand. They've agreed to do that. They've agreed to do that, but on the street is a no for me, solid no, red flag. Where would you say is okay for a picture with a celeb then Luke? I'm curious about a celeb. For me, the respectful bit for me about getting a photograph of a celebrity is you have to meet the celebrity at a Comic-Con or at basically a meet and greet is where for me the acceptable bit is. Because with that is like you're given $75 or however much the like celebrity charges, and you basically go, I'm giving you this amount of money. All I expect is a photograph or an autograph, and I will say I appreciate your work and leave. That's all I expect from people. I know people might be different, but that's how I view it, because you have to realize they are human beings too, and they want to be treated like human beings. Where was I? Where was I? Which is why Piggy puts up with me, because I've been given enough donations from the Tech Kitty on me. And once he saw my hairline, he just felt really sorry for me. I don't feel like I do what I do with you, Luke, because I want you to do your own channel. It's not that I feel sorry for you. I just think you have an amazing like talent of like you know how YouTube works, and I really want your channel to take off. Like that's my main argument. I'm like, you've given me enough money. At least I can do say hello to you and not ignore you. But like that's all I like. As long as we both know that it's a mutual like agreement, and like we just talking vaguely, and like again, if anyone wants to add me on Discord, they can. I will talk to you. But yeah, that's it. At a Comic Con, or if they instigate or offer a picture of things, but expecting or asking, and expecting is not good, and I couldn't do it. But also, I'm a bad person to ask, because I've got mental health issues. I suffer with anxiety and bipolar, and just the thought of doing anything like that makes me really anxious, and I think that's why it's so weird to me. I did see Io Sky, I think her name is, ages ago on Twitter say she will call the police on people for approaching her, asking to marry her. That was on Twitter and blew up. No idea who she was. The thing is, even if it was on an industrial estate, there's nothing to say that people wouldn't still be able to get access to a certain amount of that industrial estate. And they can only protect what is private, not public land. So it's a difficult issue, because there's laws and everything. So yeah, it's a difficult thing, to be honest. I've been to Comic Con and had interactions, but the actor have been paid, and you pay too. But outside of that, it's a really weird situation, and I know if it was me, I'd hate it. Be a second. So it's why I like Comic Con. So I remember the last time I went, I was talking to buying a Dragon Ball CZ set for a Monopoly set for £30. We have a Comic Con here. Not really a Comic Con. We have a Comic Con in my town every June, basically where local people will come in and sell their shite that they don't want anymore. And I usually, and I know it might be weird, but like did you hear about everything that happened in the hotel over wrestling weekend with the CM Punk fans bothering them? Punk gave one of them a small push and was getting a lot of hate for it. I will go into that in a second, but what I will say is the local Comic Con that I go to, like the one that's in my town, there's people who cosplay, and I go up to them and I go, is it alright if I take a photo with you? Because they usually dressed up like Mario or Bowser, and I just find it interesting to take a photo with them, because like they're cosplaying, and I like having photos with cosplayers because it's nice. But with the CM Punk situation, what happened was, allegedly, and again I have to say allegedly, I don't know, I've only read and heard it in passing, but allegedly someone was taking creep shots of AJ Lee or Bailey, and Punk saw this, confronted the fan, and went, "Don't do that, you asshole." He didn't say asshole, but he was probably polite about it, and then there was a little scuffle and he pushed him, and that was basically it, because again, taking creep shots was very weird. And yeah, and the fan has later gone on and went, I want to sue CM Punk for doing that. He didn't have a right. And it's like, well, you took photos of his wife and his wife's friend, so you're a bit of an asshole and you've no leg to stand on, you ignorant prick. I talked to two actors that played Doctor Who, and even after I was talking, because they weren't busy, they actually went out of their way to carry on engaging me, so that was a nice situation. But it wasn't forced, it wasn't artificial, it was something that was mutual between us. They reached out to me, and I reciprocated, because we were in that environment, so it worked. Exactly. It's why I always have a firm belief of you should never get people's faces tattooed on you, Christopher Alexstone, best Doctor 100%. Okay, and you two can have a discussion about that. I've no knowledge. I don't have people, like, again, I can try, but I don't know if it will show up. But I recently got a tattoo, hopefully, there we go. Got recently a tattoo. As you can see, it's a silhouette of a wrestler. It's not really a wrestler. See that? And I don't really like actual photos of human beings on my body. But yeah, that's what I've done recently. I can try and find an actual photo that I took. Give me a second. Yeah, I took this photo yesterday when I was getting tattooed. This is basically, you don't know. Oh, fuck, I'm out of breath for them now. But that is basically what I got tattooed yesterday. And yeah, that's how I feel. Like, if you're ever getting like a wrestler or a tattoo of someone that you like, get a silhouette or get like, because if that person becomes cancelable, because if that person becomes cancelable, you want the idea where that tattoo can have a different meaning. So like, I strictly said to the person, can they make it? I don't have a Leslie Grantham tattoo yet. It will happen probably, but well, as I was saying, why I got a silhouette, and I guess I could pull up the wrestler. Bray. Wonder, will I just? Oh fuck! Hold on, give me a second. Open image, a new tab. Right. Hopefully that just. As you can see, like, because I know Bray Wyatt sadly passed, so there's less likely of a chance that he will get cancelled. But like, the entire angle for why I got that tattooed, because I love Bray Wyatt. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. So yeah, I've got that tattooed, but like, I've made the statement that if he did, like, if somehow in 10 years' time something does come out about him being an asshole, it can be like, it's technically a man with a lantern tattoo, so it's the character in a sense, and that's why I've got a silhouette, and that's why I have it. It's why it's why my band. Ooh, can I do this? I don't know how to do it with cameras. But it's why my band tattoos typically don't have the band's name on it, because again, you don't want a lost profit situation. That's usually my entire take on it. I will read the chat. That's a cool ass tattoo. Thank you, SD Cricket fan. Legs, not Alexa. Piggy shows your Leslie Grant tattoo. I don't have one. I'm a fan of Formula 1, and I know I wouldn't have a chance to meet any of them. I'm a fan of Formula 1, and I know I wouldn't have a chance to meet any of them because they're normally surrounded by security guards, family, etc. Yeah, you've got the Leslie Grantham tattoo with the finger in the mouth, dressed as Captain Hook. It's all on your back. It's a big full back tattoo. It's not. You didn't really miss much, Michael. We're sort of in the lull period. We've reacted to the episode. I've done the podcast. And I was just showing off my new tattoo, which I guess I can show again. It's just that, my leg tattoo, which is Bray Wyatt, one of my favourite like wrestlers. There you go. Or if I have to do the Dead by Daylight version of it, the man with the lantern. But yeah, that's really what I've got tattooed. But yeah, thank you, Michael, for staying by. I can buy Bray Wyatt, and he was an underrated talent and deserved much more success than he got in wrestling before he passed. Great storyteller. Bray Wyatt is one of my favourite storytellers, and he's so creative. I didn't like what they did with his legacy, where they basically went to his brother and went, can you play the same character and deliver the same promos? And he obviously couldn't, because it's very different. Different, because you have to kind of be in that mindset. But I did get that, and I guess I can just show my tattoo. Oops, let me move the microphone. Here's my rubber tattoo. yesterday. Got roly poly, Willy Wonka, Piglet and Eeyore. My Winnie the Pooh and bigger one is dating. So we'll get that touched up, and then also I forgot to show them, but we got Churchill the dog. And then I've got a corgi, Benji from my little puppy. I've got a Pride Crow, and Mr. Tater Man. And then I've got Chuck the Duck and a Fall Guy. And then obviously I've got, how do I do this? I'm still new to doing this. I've got, how do I do this? I've got an American Idiot tattoo. Obviously a Boxcar Racer tattoo. I've got Blink 182, the Untitled album, and I've got Angels and Airwaves. And then I can probably find my 5 tattoos if you give me a moment. I have to scroll up a lot. Wait, hold on, I can just go to messages. Give me a second. What the fuck is this image? There we go, I have an image of my thigh tattoos. For people who don't see it. Which is this. This is my thigh tattoos. Charlie and Pim. And Smiling Friends. Sorry it took a long while to find. There you go. That's my thigh tattoos. Zooming in a little bit. As you can see, that's my thigh tattoos that I have done. Charlie and Pim. And yeah, that's all my tattoos. Just wanted to show people that because I can. I am debating. I'm debating, and chat. I will let you decide. I will let you decide on this one. I will let the chat decide on this one. Do you think I should get this tattooed? What do you think, folks? Anyways, I'll read the chat. I like the Winnie the Pooh tattoos. Thank you. I've looked it up, and assuming Eddie has a house to sell his estate, it's probably worth 150k to 500k. I'm thinking of getting it like. I'll turn off the image. Just somewhere on my like arm, if I had to guess, or I'd figure out a place, but I probably would get along my arm if I had to guess. Like I'd probably have to go sideways. That's probably where I'd get it. But yeah, that's my tattoos, and yeah, one last. Yeah, forearm. There we go. There's roly poly again. Really wonky. Yeah, it's so it's so weird having thumb tattoos now as well. And what I will advise people is, if you ever get finger tattoos, you will have the problem of it fading. So just keep that in mind when you get finger tattoos. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who stuck by. It's been a lovely 3 hours and 5 minutes of a live stream. How many people do we have? I don't know. But I do appreciate everyone who stuck by. I will go in a few minutes. If you have anything else you want to tell me about your week or what you're going to be doing, let me know now while I take a drink. While I take 2 drinks, actually. 6 people right now. Or 6 of you lucky bastards until this becomes privated. Seven now. Oh. and only get or wreck so much. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone who stuck by and everyone who will continue to stick by to watch us and like enjoy what we do. Because we do what we do, when we do what we do. See you next week's live. Brilliant chat. Gotta go. See you, SD Cricket fan. I'm ending it now. User just puts K. We need 72 to beat Corey's stream. That ain't happening. Unless it's a big episode, it's not happening. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end the live stream. I gotta upload the podcast now. So if you have anything else you really want to say to me very quickly, just let me know now. And Luke, send me a message of when you want to record tomorrow, and I will adhere to your recording. Obviously, I think we might be working on your video maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. I'll see. Piggy, you're up. Unless Wadey leaves, we might get lots of viewers. Exactly. Piggy, you're up to 8 viewers. Keep live. It's climbing. I can't go on forever, folks. I gotta upload the podcast at some point. Unless Wadey leaves, we might get lots of views. Exactly. We need 71 now to beat Corey. This is not happening. So how's everyone's week been? Like, just again, if you have anything to say, just say it now. What do you think is the next sort of big exit or storyline that will get people interested if they don't watch like a Peggy sort of mix up? If they don't watch like a Peggy Mitchell sort of exit, are there characters really like that? Ian, I would assume. Ian would be my number one. Linda, I know is a weird one, but Linda probably would be a good shout as well, considering she is a modern day icon, in my opinion. If Mick came back and Mick, like, you know, died properly, that would probably be a big one. There is an event level which is Ian, Phil, or Linda. Maybe Big Mo at a push, maybe. But that's really it. That's all I really see. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, I mean the next one, not anniversary. Is it the flash forward? It would have to be the flash forward, right? Yeah, Ian and Phil are prime candidates for anniversary dates. The only big access to get everyone watching would be Phil and Ian. Yeah. I don't really know where to like answer it. Because there is like Sharon is another shout. Or Michelle even. She is the only one live. Yeah, I meant there's something happening at the flash forward, but I don't know who is a big enough exit for it to feel powerful or special, because it's not a Pat or Peggy. There's a Michelle. That counts. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it, folks. My throat is absolutely shagged. But Luke, I will be back tomorrow for you, and I will talk to you later on. Bye bye, folks. Bye bye. See you next time. See ya.